Sean is technically a girl's name too.
Shauna.
What's up, Shauna?
Sheena.
So if we do this,
Damn, Shauna, you got a bassy voice. All that bass.
Did that work? All right. There's my mic. All right. Everybody, welcome to the stream. It's Monday night D&D with the Æthr boys.
4 minutes late.
These guys are busting my balls.
Already.
We've got the new stream set up. We've got the new emotes. We've got the new logos. We've got the new artwork. We got the new setup. So, hella excited. Finished it in the 5th hour, how we always do. So, thank you guys for being here. Really excited to bring you guys another night of Dungeons & Dragons. So, without further ado, we'll send it over to Eagle for the recap. Eagle?
Yeah, very brief recap. So you guys passed over the entirety of the Brightwater Empire. Straight shot, no going around the King's Road. Did a lot of hijinks along the way, but essentially we're at Grenendale, very York-style town. Second, third largest town in the Empire. You're here searching for, on the behest of Amadeus, for missing tieflings. That is neither here nor there at the moment, as Sharice Dyer has informed you that she has no knowledge of such things and is now looking into it. She has told you that she's already spent time while you guys were dealing with a job of hers that she needed to take care of, dealing with a Bodek.
A Bodek.
A powerful undead creature, usually summoned by other more powerful undead creatures, but summoned by two children that she is trying to sanction and to get, trying to bring, punishment on them from above. But it's difficult to do so at the moment. So while you were doing that, she made inquiries to two tieflings that she knows around the area. One would being the Cornelius Moss, who works at a bookstore, and Seppi Cooper, who is a field hand who works outside of town. So you have that available to you. While hunting the Bodek, I believe Amadeus also found a puzzle box with very clear arcane runes about it. Was going to open it right away, but after noticing how magical it was, decided to hold off. And here's a little bit. I mean, it's straight up like, I'm not even going to try to make an homage or anything like that. It's just a straight up Hellraiser puzzle box looking thing.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool.
It looks like it's bad news, and
There you
I should not
Get rid of that.
play with such things.
We'll get rid of that.
So,
That's the kind of thing that you look at and go, you know what? I am not going to stick my dick in that.
Well,
you received compensation for your job dealing with the Bodek, a nice 750 gold each. Which is considered very high pay. Like the Dyer family, in terms, there is a commission of ambitions here.
Oh yeah, speaking of
which
which,
sort of
what do I
ranks
need
the
to do to my
adventurers? Yes.
character sheet?
Do you need to do anything to your character sheet?
I don't know. I wasn't here last week. Did you guys
Well-
do anything to it?
No, we didn't really. Did he cast any spells or anything?
No,
we
I
didn't
stuck
cast
you
any
at
spells.
Firebolt because I didn't know what spells he had.
I think he's good.
I think you need to add that 750. Aside from that, to
750
your
gold.
Yeah,
I changed your experience to the right one as well.
there you go.
Okay, perfect.
Just now. I believe we're all at 10,600, right?
So
Yeah.
I
760.
believe,
Okay.
yes.
that sounds about right. So we're at 10,000. 10,600.
10,600.
10,600. And you used one firebolt last week. One
No,
firebolt.
I just bolted. Bolt,
Oh, okay.
bolt.
Bolt.
The can tree.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
boys.
crit on a firebolt, which did some severe damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in it.
Agfamoss crit firebolt.
Oh yeah, that was
Kill the thing.
Oh yeah, that was sick. Hell yeah. All right, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt, but kind of important.
That's fine.
Who left?
Yes. So yes, you now have two tieflings that you know of in the area, and you have your puzzle box that you found at the Headley estate, which you killed the Bodek at. The Headleys will be returning with her children in a few nights. Also, You do recall that Luther, Sharice's nephew, is in town, and she has a bunch of people returning essentially for just kind of a families all together at once for a little while. You were also invited from Hansel and Ansel to for them to. They were busy this day, but tomorrow they said they could show you around town if you wanted to. I'd still say it was roughly like not even noon, maybe, when you guys
Yeah,
actually
it
finished
was
this
like-
Bodak
yeah, it was
off,
like the afternoon.
and I think you went to the shop, but technically didn't go to the shop. But you could be at the shop. It's the place that you fought this Bodak is very close to the Central Market. The Grenendale's available to you. Your options are many. I could describe a few possibly, unless you have something you all wish you need to do, maybe. I can give you some directions, possibly. I need to just have to check something really quick while you guys think of anything.
What are our next tasks that we are trying to accomplish?
Well, I'd like to go speak with these tieflings, see if I can get any info. But that's just me.
Are we going as a group, or do you plan on going alone?
We've traveled together thus far. I mean, you guys are always invited. I don't want to inconvenience anyone if they have personal tasks of their own.
I would very much like to join you.
But I will also join.
Us too.
Yeah, it's. I have nothing to do until. No, just waiting on things to be made at Fox's.
What are you getting made?
The same thing you're getting made, actually. I think.
Yeah,
I believe he made 10 of those.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
zircon beads.
Yeah.
And you had a few being made. I'm not sure how many, like 3 or 4 or something like that.
I believe it was 3.
3. Okay.
What did I say? Did I make that?
And you know, I mean, your people are being killed, and I know how painful that can be.
Something's going on. Yeah. You of all people would definitely understand. Thank you.
You said that isn't one of my relatives coming from the Underdark?
Oh, so Luther actually
Luther?
already arrived. Luther, he actually saw you guys carry the Bodak in.
Right. While they go do that stuff, I will get more acquainted with my estranged family.
Very well. Hansel and Ansel are on a job right now. Luther would still be at home. Sharice might be at home or might be out and about. You're not too sure, but yeah, you can go back. Everybody else is following Amadeus.
Yes, I
Yes,
think.
Okay.
I don't know about Bacelot.
Anything you're doing in particular, Joe?
Nothing in particular.
Let me turn you up. Let's see.
What up, Car Guy Lance?
All right.
Thanks
Who
for
are
being
you
here.
talking to first, Seppi or?
Hey, Rianne, thanks for being here
Let's go
tonight.
to,
Yeah, the new
Cornelius.
animation's cool.
Okay.
That GIF is awesome.
All right. It doesn't
I
take
made it,
very long. I mean,
Pixel
she already
by
basically
pixel.
told you who
I,
this
uh,
is.
I found a
and
GIF
where he
online that I
works,
liked,
so it doesn't take
and
very long
then,
to just kind of navigate throughout the
I
town.
kind of used it as a template and then modified it.
There's a lot of interesting things to
And,
see.
I did it
in
pixel by
Grenendale,
pixel. Man,
you know,
that was a lot of work.
If you stick to your
super
task
awesome.
at hand, you know,
I think
it's nothing
I
more than kind of
found
looking at like
a
billboards
new
as you drive by, essentially.
thing I like.
And
I like
Riverdale
pixel
does have
art
a lot of
was,
interesting things
kinda
going
interesting.
on,
I didn't think that
especially
was gonna happen,
midday.
Kind of cool.
You hear some shouting in the streets and some people are like milled about.
Hell yeah, man! Thanks so much.
It just looks like a very
Wow, love the new start page. Hey, thanks so much, Dead Kit. Always appreciate the support.
Eastern or not Eastern, Western
guys are
European travel, like
Thanks for being here again.
tourist travel type area. you
Feels
know.
like I haven't seen
A
you
lot of
guys in
individuals going on,
forever
especially
since
around
the
midday.
PC issues, but
But
that's
the
all
way
solved,
that you
so.
find yourself kind of zigzagging through those sort
Hell
of
yeah, man! Thanks a
really
lot.
just
Put a lot
packed in
of
alleyways that
put
I
a lot of
showed
work
you,
into it.
right?
I've done everything.
Mhm.
And just shop after shop until eventually
I did
you
the
do
overlays.
find.
I did the graphic.
uh,
Eric Webb did the
You do find
Unholy
Moss's
logo.
bookbinders and
This
publishing.
new one right here. A friend of mine from
A bit
school
bigger.
did it for me. She did a
A bit
great
bigger of
job.
a store than the
But
other
it's a
Smash
remake
Den
of the other
stores.
logo.
He has a bit of a
Just
kind of
kinda
a leeway in
modernized,
an
fresher.
alleyway where some carts are
Super
set up.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So
There are a few people
ton of
outside.
changes.
They're just kind of talking to themselves. One person is leaving the store as soon as you all arrive.
Okay.
Okay, let's listen in.
I walk in.
It is from the outside and the way this place is smashed in, you think, well, this is going to be pretty stuffy. But as soon as you get in, it goes back quite a ways. The shelves are lined with just dozens upon dozens of hundreds of dozens of just books.
Oh, nice.
He even
Diablo
seems to
3.
have some sort of machinery operating in the back. You're not sure.
I've actually
But he
played
is in the
some
process
D&D,
currently. You do see a very dark-skinned tiefling. Almost do you think the point where it's just like ash, but and whenever he kind of passes over some light, you do notice it's almost like dark blood, like blood red, like not even blood, like almost darker than blood red style in his skin.
Okay. So almost black. Like
Yeah.
like dark. Okay.
And you do see him kind of like as he's shifting between a few books at the moment. He seems to be making some changes in a few things, and you do see some shifting purple eyes.
Okay. Is he the only tiefling in here besides
Oh
me?
yeah.
Yeah,
You do notice him just motioning over to an actual dwarf who's kind of packing up a few things, and he's like yes, that's a packing up for that shipment. Yes. No, we'll figure that out later. And as he goes back to writing a few more things in the book.
I'll approach him.
He's not paying attention too much to you, but he sees a mass group of people kind of milling about, and then notices that you might need some help around the store. He's like, "Oh yes, don't see too many of us around here."
Not at all. That's actually one of the reasons why I need to speak with you. It's rather urgent.
Okay, like a book pre-order.
No, not like a book. Unfortunately, like a. Hopefully, you and I can speak in a little bit more private of an area kind of subject.
And he kind of takes a moment and kind of starts fanning some of the ink on the pages that he's been writing. He's like, "Dude," and he talked to all of you. My office isn't really that big, but I can try to squeeze you all in.
I mean, it doesn't have to be all of us. I won't take up too much of your time. I just have a few really important questions I must ask you.
All right, and this isn't some official matter, is it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, and he kind of points over to Garib, and who comes over, and it's like, yes, just man, this just ask if anybody needs anything. Just kind of help him out. And he's like, oh, I just moved. Yeah, but you need to actually be a frontman sometimes, Garib. It's like, oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
Yep. So whoever's coming with me, follow me. Whoever's not, just feel free to look around. Many of these, this is all, for the most part, fiction. Some of them are mine. But try to cobble together some. I'm not sure if that's all your things or whatnot. But yes, feel free to look around. And whoever follows him into the back. Whoever else can just peruse around the shop. Who is going inside the offices besides Amadeus?
Well.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay,
Also.
Karen. And everybody else going, or is everybody else just kind of looking around? I'm gonna take that as Karen is going in, and everybody else is
Sean,
perusing.
Yes.
You're on mute in case you didn't.
And
shit.
everybody else is perusing. Karen is going in, and
Hold on.
Ulrich is
Hold on.
at the.
Hold on. I got
Please
him
don't
on-
crash the
I-
game, Vaslet. That
I
being
got
said,
him on mute.
I'm
Yeah.
getting my gold,
Dog it. I can't.
all right, cool.
I can't get off the.
That
page
being
for some
said,
reason.
so it's easily accessible.
Okay, here we go.
Karen and
Hacks.
Jesus.
Hacks.
that
I
be,
got
that
it. I
you
got
know
it.
that being said, Karen, you do look the most like out of place in
I'm not
Grenendale,
unmute
Karen, for the
myself.
most part, with your
Yeah.
kind of wild man appearance.
I'm going with
But
him.
okay.
I'm going with
But
him.
you- but
God damn it.
But you have noticed, you have noticed several other groups and people that look like you. You've noticed a few Goliaths since you've been here
Mm-hmm.
that have the similar kind of wild, but they try to keep
It wouldn't let me off my
quiet.
main monitor. I don't know why it wasn't
But you
letting me
haven't
off my
been.
main
You've
monitor.
only been
That
here
was
one night.
wild.
That one night you've stayed at the.
It kept hitting the side of tabletop,
sorta
and it wouldn't let me
high
pass
up
no
in
matter how I
places,
tabbed
so
or
You're not
what
sure
I did.
what
That's
they get
never
up to at
done
night
that to
around
me
here.
before. That's
But
really
you
weird.
do what you are an interesting looking individual walking past a bunch of just a library
This is interesting.
with your white cloak, your white wolf cloak.
It won't cross.
Just
on
kind
the
of like have
bottom
to. You
third
also
of
have
my
to kind of like
screen,
sidestep in some
but
places
it'll cross on the
Mm-hmm.
top
to get
of my
past the area.
screen.
You are passing what the machinery that you heard, and it looks to be that they're actually doing their own printing
Guys,
back here
This is
and
weird.
bookbinding.
I have no idea what's going on.
Gotcha.
No idea.
After you
what's going on. This is
pass a
wild.
few of those, two people are kind of working on them.
I
Two
wanted to break
humans,
my barbarian
look to be
habit.
young, probably just like
The
trying to
wastes
like
of
learn
the
some
earth
trade.
build
And
is
he
hella
brings you
fun.
into his
Oh, yeah?
office, kind of like moves some books
Check
out of
his
the way. I mean,
infirmary.
everything that
Oh,
can
God, it's the
hold a book
truth.
on it holds books and pages.
But
It's
hey,
like,
we're here
sorry
to
about
solve
the mess.
it,
The
right?
place just
We're here to solve it.
I'm
We
getting
can
more
solve
popular,
it. That's
really.
what it's about. So
people like fiction
at least we get out the other side.
and tales.
Good for you.
Maybe not scotch free,
Yes.
but
So,
we make it out
with
the other
that
side.
being
and we're
said,
still here.
I'll
so.
try my hardest not to take up too much of your time. First off, I appreciate you allowing us in here to actually speak in private. I know it was it was really forthright of me and very blunt, so I appreciate it.
No problem.
But the reason why I am here is it seems as if our people have been disappearing for quite some time now. Is this an issue that you are aware of?
Not specifically. I've had my fair share of called certain things and infernal
Well,
beings. And
We're
stuff
not
like that.
exactly the most popular in this
No.
area.
But not that nature, like some sort of. I don't doubt that tieflings come run afoul of certain individuals and go missing.
Well, my quest has led me here to you. There is one other through the various avenues of info that I have been able to achieve and gain. It has led me here to Grenendale, to a particular family, and your name in particular came up to go speak to. Someone very important to me has been taken, and I don't know if they're alive. I don't know if they're dead. I don't know. I don't know, and I'm
Well,
terrified.
Okay.
So if there's any info that you have, please don't hold.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Cool. I gotta put down my beer. Hang on. There we go. All right.
Gotta put down my beer.
Persuasion. We're looking at a 20. Not nat.
On that 20. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really know how much I can help you. I do have. I might have something. It's just a little bit odd, really. A favor. I was gonna ask you to do me the favor before, but I just tell you now, and then if you get around to it, then that might help out.
Okay.
But before I say, I'll let you know what I need. So there's a popular book series around here. If you ever heard of it, popular artist called Perilous Pain. He's not a very prominent writer, but he wrote 2 very popular books, and it's been nearly 10 years now, and he hasn't finished the third.
Okay.
And we've been trying to get him to do so, but also publish with us. I've heard he's really difficult to work with. But if you could maybe convince him to publish with us at Moss's Book Bindings, and that would help me out a lot.
Okay. I don't
D-
see why I couldn't at least speak to him.
Yes, you understand. We're doing very well because nearly almost half the proceeds we make are reprintings of his first and second books. The mini books that you've seen here are, they're good. They're good.
Don't ask me
They're
to check language, it's
nice
static in my
time
ears. Yeah.
killers, but a lot of them
Tieflings are my favorite
are.
D&D race. Yeah, tieflings
How
are
do you
nifty.
say it?
Watching Kev play is
Casualists
pretty fun.
who
Gotcha.
noblemen who
Drow's a
have
close
too much
second, yeah.
time and decide
Hello,
to write.
good gaming. Hey, Stir Pop.
And some are good,
Welcome
some
to
are
the stream,
fine,
man.
some are interesting.
Hope you
Some
like the
do
new
not
layout.
make any sense. They're terrible. But they sell for a penny. Children
Right.
like to read them. Or sell for a copper a piece. I mean, but yes, if you could convince Perilous Pain to pick up his quill and continue writing the Nowhere Crew, Book 3.
Okay.
And now that being said, I'll, if you get around to it, that'd be very grateful to you. But I will drop you. I don't know how much it'll help you, but it was odd seeing you here because I've only ever seen tieflings ever so often. Like, it's
We
odd
are
because yes,
rather rare, yeah.
yes.
I was surprised to actually see you. I thought I was the only one here.
Yes. However, just a week ago, I was dealing with a customer, a lovely pink-skinned tiefling who was asking about some particular romance novels section and whatnot, and then some more, I guess you would call them smut.
I'm blind.
Yes.
And I could
I-
tell, and I could tell she was grasping for a little more than just our books. And so I met up with her because I don't get out much. And she was actually interested, and then she talking about some weird things. I guess you would
Such
call it.
as
Well, we were. I guess you would call we were on a date. That's what it felt like at first, but then she
Sure.
started talking about traveling to the Dirkhold Deer.
to the where?
The Dirkhold Deer. It's the dwarven lands to the south. Said she was going there and would love for me to come with her, but I have a job here. I have some station. She's very adamant, and that's all she could really talk about until I had to sort of just cut that off because it got strange.
Did she tell you why she was traveling to this area?
Well, she said that she was doing a pilgrimage and we'd find other like-minded individuals. But you know, and I do have some sympathy for it, but I've never had much like kin relationship with other tieflings. Like I've never felt some sort of strange bond with other tieflings. But I sympathize with your plight. She talked about a man named Uzziah who was who was bringing us all together there.
I have heard of this man, Urzire.
Yes. I don't know. It all felt real culty. So I didn't want to pursue that though. She tried to
I
come
don't blame
by
you.
one more time, but I told her sorry, no, buy a book or leave. You know.
No, yeah, I understand. Do you happen to know if she's still in the area? How soon was she to head out to this Dolkadir?
Oh,
Whatever it's called.
well, she's they're waiting for the Blood Moon Festival, which will be about at the end of the month or so. So I'm pretty sure she needs to be leaving within about 3 weeks, to make sure she has plenty of time to get there. Yeah, she'd have to get to the Doga. It would take it at least a week to get there.
Interesting. Well,
You got past all the mountainous areas and the weird spot, and you gotta probably have somebody guide you to the Dokol, dude.
right, and from here, about how long of a travel is that?
From Grinnendale to
Yes.
well, let's see. If I look at the library and grab my map here real quick, I would say Grinnendale to Southstone is Halvager with horses and not caring about comfort or whatnot. You're looking at a week's travel going from Grinnendale and following the King's Road to Halvager. But you don't need to necessarily get to Halvager to hit Durkoldir. So I'll say takes about 3 days.
Okay,
then
chat.
maybe it's travel.
I
I
knew
would
it.
say it takes about a
I knew
week
it.
to get to the
I went
Durkoldir.
back. I looked at
So she
episode
still might
28 on
be here.
YouTube.
Yes,
They might not
At
have
3
left
minutes
yet.
and 21
like I said, I saw her
seconds,
maybe
we
about
started
3 days
talking
ago, 4 days
about
ago.
how much
And
gold
where
I
did y'all-
have, and
mean,
I am
y'all
so
met
far
here,
off. I'm
but-
Well, she
supposed to have
came here, and
a
I
whole
thought she
bunch
was
more
just
platinum.
interested in books, and then I thought she was interested in me, and then I think she's interested in me for other reasons that I wasn't too comfortable with.
Right, but you said that you went out with her on a
Uh-huh.
date.
Yes.
Where did y'all go? Where did
Oh.
y'all meet?
Well, I took her to as nice a place as I can take persons of ourselves.
Which
It
would
wasn't.
be-
It wasn't
So I'm
too.
supposed to have
It was just kind of a close
170.
by spot. The alleyways, kind of, we don't want to be witnessed by too many people, but
right.
yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
Is there a name for this place?
yeah, it is the the pleasant, the pleasant Raven. No, that's not great. The Pleasant Bell. There we go. The Pleasant Bell.
The Pleasant Bell.
Yes, that sounds fantastic. Yes, it is a spot that is
I had a
well-to-do,
feeling.
but also
I'm
not.
so glad I record the videos.
1 second.
I'm so glad I could record the videos.
Ooh,
It-
Urzire.
So-
Urzire is sus as fuck.
So yes, yes, I took her to the Pleasant Bell. It's merely just about
damn.
a 5-minute walk down this
Okay,
this
episode
alley.
29,
Kind of
we
like
don't
directs
see-
you a little bit,
We don't see my screen at all.
Small little, 15 or so tables. They have a nice spread, nice atmosphere, but it's not too many eyes on you.
Or we
Well,
don't see my character page is what I was trying to say.
Cornelius, I really appreciate this info. It's a great lead, which is all I really could have asked for. So, without taking up any more of your time, I bid you farewell.
Well, thank you.
And if I happen to convince Mr. Perilous Payne to publish under you, I will definitely return.
Hey, if you do so, I'll even throw in a percentage of his revenue, of his sales.
Oh,
I mean, nothing too insane, but even 1% sales will lead you a little tidy profit.
there you go. Profit's a profit.
Mhm.
Well, I shall return.
All right,
Thank
thank
you
you.
very much. And I walk out.
All right.
Follow.
I look at Cairn and Will, and I ask them if they wanted to look at any of the wares in here, any of his books or anything
No,
before we
I'm
head out.
good. Um, I wanted to to pitch back and forth an idea with you. Um, it seems as though it's the easiest way to convince someone who, oh, it's not comfortable, or that normal other people would not be comfortable with, to follow, not seem very suspicious, would be to use another tiefling to do such things. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Trust me, I don't. I'm not entirely convinced that he has no idea what is happening, but he has given me some important info.
Yes,
That
I think yes, I think this pink tiefling lady may. Oh, I mean, she may not be a tiefling. It may just be somebody under that guise. But it also may be just, I don't know, a tiefling that's for some reason does not like tieflings.
I mean, gold can buy just about anything. So,
Yeah,
This is
this is
true.
also true.
well, trust me, I've definitely been thinking that also too. So, I w- I will not proceed with this blindly, but we do
Would
have
you
a good lead. And I'd
would you be
yeah.
interested in using yourself as bait if
Hmm.
that's is an option?
I am definitely open to that.
I mean, you are very good with your loots. If you made a bit of a an appearance to at a tavern or something, would make it out to her, and yes, she may come and try to talk to you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
If
because she approached him. I do not know
right.
where we would be able to look to find her.
Well, he did say that he took her to the Pleasant Bell. So I think that's definitely a good place to start, or at least in that general area. He said it's not too far.
Okay.
But before we go off and do that, I would like to speak with Teppy Cooper as well, the other typling. If
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
y'all didn't want to look through the books
I
or anything.
just I wanted to ask him if he has anything on wizardry
Yeah,
while we're here.
while we're here, yeah. Go ahead.
I step back inside.
Um, yeah, if you just simply ask him that, he kind of thinks about it and he's like, well, um, if you're looking at a lot of high fantasy, I mean that's a lot of what they write about here. So you have to be a little bit more specific. There's a lot of wizards, and I mean this is all fiction, though, you know. So I mean I know magic exists, but this is all fiction in terms of a lot of stuff is embellished. A lot of the abilities to some fantastical. Um, and if you're a little bit more specific, I can guide you to some things. I mean, if you want to check out the Nowhere Crew, it's highly recommended. I mean, even I was quite perplexed about how just just how interesting this book is. It's quite a fun read.
Okay. So I'm sold. I'll take one copy.
Okay. He has the Nowhere Crew Part 1 and 2. If you buy one, it's 2 gold, but if you buy the bundle, it's 5.
If you buy one, it's 2 gold. But if you buy
No, sorry. The one is 4 gold. If you buy the bundle, it's 6 gold. It'll give you a discount.
okay, I'll purchase the bundle.
All right, cool. All right,
That
all right.
doesn't
So
sound right.
so you bought part 1 and 2 of the Nowhere Crew,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. You just kind of read that later.
Yeah.
All right, cool. In fact, the art, compared to some of these books, the books just have just plain bindings to them, but there is actual just like artwork for both of these books, and they are just amazing. And it's honestly you can't really comprehend what's going on in some of these, because there's just like the book one seems to be out in the middle of the stars. There are two dwarves, and they're like holding on to like the outside of a ship floating on stars that appears to be just floating in the sky.
Nice.
There's a appears to be a cat who's a giant lion of some sort, appears to be like mauling somebody on the ship. It's just crazy.
Quite fantastical indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you got your books, you got your things. You're going to Seppi.
Yeah, let's go to
But-
Seppi.
Indubitably.
Much like Cornelius Moss, you know the general whereabouts of this individual. He's a field hand. Kind of just does odd jobs, does whatever he can around the area. You know of his general whereabouts. It for the sake of brevity, it doesn't take much to, you get asking to people who he's worked for, where he typically hangs out. He actually does tend to squat a lot with people that he's working for.
Huh.
But when he's not doing those jobs, he has a small shack that he seems to probably not own, but just sort of take up residence. That is a little bit outside the city, not too much, like about 10 minutes or so. It is on farmland. There's a bunch of farmland, but he appears to have taken up residence in some sort of abandoned shack that is almost on its last leg, kind of leaning over a bit.
Gotcha. Well, I go to the shack and see if he's there.
It is locked in some form or fashion. You knock.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll knock.
Oh, was that Tanner? Tell him I'll have his gold tomorrow.
This isn't Turner. Are you Seppi Cooper?
What? Yeah. You're not from Tanner's crew.
No. I happen to be another tiefling. Just looking for
Another tiefling.
some info. If you could spare just a little bit of time.
Kind of mulls it over for a minute. He's not answering. You hear some sort of like unlatching of some nature, and he kind of pulls back the door just a little bit. Oh, you are a tiefling, look at that.
Yeah. Have a look if you must.
Look at all these other people.
These
Oh, we're just friends.
simply part of my group. We
What are you
don't.
doing what are you doing at my shack?
Well, Cornelius, actually, he didn't lead us here, but I just recently spoke with him as well with an issue. I feel like us
Who's
Typhoons need
Cornelius?
to be. Cornelius Moss. He's the book binder in
I don't know,
the
no book
city.
binder.
Well,
How do you think I read?
he's a Tiefling. I figured there's few and
What do you
far
think we all
between of us
know
out
each
here.
other?
Well, there's I mean,
I don't know
you
you.
were you were surprised to see me, were you not?
I am surprised to see you.
All right then.
Surprised
I
to
mean,
see anybody at my shack. There's nobody business here.
look, I will pay you 2 gold for just a little bit of time.
Okay, we can have all the time you want. What do you need?
Can we come in?
Hell yeah, you can come in. Sit down.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
I'll pay-
the place is a mess. The place is an absolute mess. He has some semblance of order a bit in terms of what's going on here, but he seems to have just tools that he's picked up or stolen that he uses for jobs. The bed is simply just rags in a corner. He is pretty filthy. Looks like the hygiene is a second thought, definitely. Yeah, he has a small fire pit that he's made, but it looks really terrible. looks really terribly done. It has no fire in it, and it is getting colder out there. And he's just kind of like scratching, it's like his beard. He has kind of a burnt orange tint to him. Green eyes. One of his horns is kind of chipped a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I just kind of sit wherever it looks clean, I suppose. Or if you want to stand, that's fine. He just kind of sits down in the floor. The base. There used to be like wooden beams here, but they've just like rotted into the earth at this point.
Wow.
I'll sit next, like adjacent from him. If I have to scoot over some like old gross clothes or something, I'll just kind of like scoot it over. It's fine. Peppy, before I start talking about what I'm here for, are you all right? Is this how you always live?
Huh?
Ha- are you on rough times, or is this just
Compared to what?
all right? Never mind. Yeah. So I'm here because I'm not sure if you've heard or not. But you probably haven't. But our people are being taken, and from the person I spoke last, it looks like tieflings are being recruited, possibly.
Are you recruiting me?
No, no, no. I'm not here to recruit. I'm here to actually find out why our people are disappearing.
You're the second Firefly to come around here recruiting me for a job, but it was strange.
Someone else came around here to. Did it happen to be a pink-skinned tiefling?
No.
What tiefling tried to recruit you?
A weird one, weird person, named by the name of Volkhead.
Bulkhead.
Yeah,
He's a tiefling?
yeah, little dark brown man. Just kind of a crazy eye to him. He's rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I've heard of Volkhead, but I was not aware he was a tiefling.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know him until he came by my shack, like you gentlemen did. I was a little bit messed up at the time. I just came back from a party. So.
Oh, was he trying to get you to go somewhere specific?
Yeah, he's trying
specifically?
to get me to go to the dwarf mountains.
Dolker deer?
Yeah, the Darkhold deer. Yeah. Darkhold, whatever they call that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
there's a job to do in the Underdark. So there's a job to do deep down in the Darkhold deer, and you get paid 50 gold to go up there, and then plus the possible riches, but sound too good to be true.
Did he mention anything specifically about when this needed to happen by?
Oh, it said that they needed to go soon. Said they'd be contacting me again, maybe, but I haven't heard anything from them in about a week or two.
Did they mention anything about the blood moon?
Well, that's about to happen here in about the end of the month, right?
Yes,
Something like that, yes.
We learned
Yeah.
from Cornelius that a pink-skinned tiefling tried to recruit him as well, and was under the impression that it was timely and it revolved around this blood moon. So if something's going to happen, it's going to happen very, very quickly.
Well, I was sad that I turned down the 50 gold, because at this point I would do anything for a little bit of money, but whether or not it was shady, I don't care. I'll fucking do some weird seance rituals or whatnot. I don't mind.
Did they specify anything? Did you hear any other info?
Well, no, they just said that they would get other tieflings. Well, he told me like-minded people, so I assume like us. So a lot of tieflings and yeah, guys, I was pretty fucked up at the time. And
Would
I might have bit him because he got too weird.
would 10 gold refresh your memory a little bit more?
Oh, what do you need to know? I don't really know much. I don't want you to take the 10 gold back.
Just as many specifics as you possibly can. And no, it looks like you need the 10 gold a lot more than I do.
I do. I need to pay off some people.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tanner.
okay.
Yeah, Tanner. Yeah. Well, as far as I can remember, they need people to do work in the Underdark. You see, I'm like really trying to like
The fucking thing's gonna
focus now.
pop a blood vessel.
They needed to do work in specifically the Underdark, deep below the mines of the Dwarf Place, and they needed people, tieflings. But then he said some weird stuff. Yeah, okay, about the blood moon, about tiefling blood, our blood, and whatnot. And that's when he got weird, and I might have bit him on the shoulder, and then he scampered off. And I think that's why he didn't contact me again. Damn it! He told me he was gonna get 50 gold. He told me he was gonna give me 50 gold when we left, and we got to the damn it! Damn it!
Well, you've already got 12.
I do. This is more than I've had in. Well, it's actually more than I've ever had.
Well, don't fuck it up. All right, you
Well,
pay off what you need to pay off, and
Yes,
get your shit together, man. I mean, there's not a whole lot of us out here. Let's try and, you know.
well, it's not exactly It's not exactly easy. All they do is tell you, "Oh, get out of get out of here, devil." Blah, 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 blah.
I understand, and maybe find a group like I did. These people have
Well, look
helped
at you.
me
You
out
got
significantly.
nice clothes, and you look clean, and look at all them. They do too, except for that one.
What if? How much would it be to get like a decent pair of clothes?
A set of commoner's clothes, I think runs pretty cheap.
What about like a step above that, just to
Let's
like
see.
pep this guy up a little bit?
Commoner's clothes are 5 silver pieces. Noble's clothes,
Pimp this tiefling.
yeah. Clothes, fine equipment runs 15 gold pieces. So I would say anywhere between that. So commoner's clothes being what 5 silver. So the varying degrees at that point. So you could you put into like half the fine clothes being what 7 gold. That would be like a that would be like a nice suit, a nice tied up shirt, button down shirt, slacks looking comparatively to whatever you're,
Okay, I'm
but
gonna
not
give
not
him
like suit and tie.
on top of everything else I've given him. I'm gonna give him 8 more gold,
Uh,
and I'm gonna say, to buy you some nice clothes, clean your place up, and you'll be all right. I appreciate all of the, the info. Deal?
he like hugs you.
Yes.
No,
All right. All right.
He got like he pulls away a little bit, but right now he's just kind of speechless.
It's all right.
Seppi.
Yeah.
I have a question and a comment.
Okay.
Is
Looks-
this your shack that you live in?
No, I don't know what this is.
Oh, okay.
But I've lived in here for, well, sort of in and out. About like, I don't know, 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years, I guess.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And then the comments. If somebody comes around offering you a shit ton of gold to go and fucking go off to other cities with them, they're kind of shady. Don't fucking take it. You did good getting. You followed your instincts. You did good. Just keep following those instincts. Your life is more important than gold. And if you had said yes, Uh, I cannot promise that you would have still been alive today.
Yeah, you might be in a very much worse off situation than you think, which is why I came to speak to you in the first place. So, once again, thank you very much. Pick yourself up, get yourself some nice clothes, and next time I come back, I don't want to see this. And I just like gesture to the whole house.
Oh, all right.
All right. And I leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Dude,
That's
like,
really all I
like-
needed to do.
It's like Seppi. Do better.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. There's not a lot of us here. Let's hold ourselves to a higher standard. Let's go.
All right.
We can't let them keep us down.
Yeah.
Seppi.
So that's all right. So you finish talking with the tieflings. I'll say between winding your way to the bookstore, then outside of town, it's probably 3:00. In that time, you were talking to Luther, Oric.
Yes.
Real quick before that though, Chase, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick before that, as you leave Seppi's cottage, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There is a loud crack next to you guys.
I immediately turn and look.
Just a cacophonous spark flash, almost too bright to look at for a minute, until you see a small. It's not like a crater impact, but there is a scorched mark on the earth. And you see what appears to be, if you ever seen Back to the Future when the DeLorean has all the ice on it,
Yeah.
it's you see an iced over Mako, but who is sizzling though. You actually do feel heat off this this man, and he is just covered in dirt and filth, and he is wide-eyed and shocked on the ground, looking up at the sky.
Mako.
When you say he's encased in ice, are you talking about like
not like a rock of ice. He
Okay,
just has
okay.
patches of like just like you pulled something out of the freezer that was iced over.
Mako? And like grab his head and like
I'm
kinda-
pissed.
Oh, where have you been?
He feels like he has a fever though, which is weird because he has all this.
Okay, so he feels really hot.
Yeah.
Where are we?
You're back.
We are in Grinendale now.
He actually has a beard.
Oh shit! Time
He
has
actually has
passed.
he actually has a bit of a beard. Like not like a crazy like wild man beard, but there is like some thickness going on.
You're
Look at this. Look
Back
at this.
to us.
You're trying to look like me now, huh?
and I hug
Yeah.
him.
you have just like ice all over you now.
I don't care. I don't
You
care.
have,
I don't
Mako-
care.
you have mud.
Mako kind of
yeah.
goes limp a little in the Amadeus's embrace.
Yeah.
Rest. Just rest. We have you now.
Come here, and I'll like throw him in like a fireman carry.
Do we have like a
Spider-Man.
sled or anything that we can like pull him on?
It's okay. I have him. It's okay.
I don't think so, but Kara can
Okay.
easily
Is he
hoist him over the
comfortable?
shoulder.
Let's just get you to where we are staying here.
Yeah, immediately.
Thank you. And he passes out on Karen's back.
What are we toasted to?
Just cuddle him
Cardinal
to the pelt. It's
Here's to you,
warm.
friend.
It's good.
Yeah, actually, it's nice. During this time, yes. Or yeah, you were at the Dyer estate.
Delicious.
Yes.
The butler just kind of like asks you what you plan to do or intend to do. This is Soren Graham. Did you need anything? So,
Soren, is it?
Or yes, or Mr. Graham.
Mr. Graham, sure. Mr. Graham, you know who I am.
Yes, you are Sharice's, was it second nephew?
Yes. That makes sense. Uh, should you be asking me? I mean, are you trying to get someone for me? Please get my uncle for me.
Yes. So wait. Well, yeah, the only person in the house at the moment is Master Luther.
Yes, please take me to him.
Well, very well. And he beckons you. He brings you to the library where you see Luther just kind of like legs, like feet on the table, leaning back in a chair. It's a nice, noble. Like when you first met him, he actually looked like he had just come from the road. He appears to have toned down his attire a bit. Some very casual, dark purples and blacks and whatnot. Just kind of just a simple vest and slacks. He's just kind of leaning over the chair. He's got some reading glasses on. In fact, this is what Luther would have looked like from the road. Since I'm giving you all these images of what your family looks like, we'll just continue that here. You already have Hansel, Ansem, and Charisse, so this is what Luther would have looked like when you guys brought in the Bodak. Let's see. Copy. Pasta. Library. No? Control C, Control. I'll just drag and drop. Boom. There you go.
Gonna do this fast.
You grew your hair out.
Yeah, and just replace any kind of cross iconography with like, Heronius or something.
Got
Some
him.
good god.
Bam.
Anyway, yeah.
There. He's there.
He's kind of leaned back in the
Transition.
spectacles and he kind of looks over at you. He's just like, "Oh yes, all right, yes."
Good at it.
Being so long in the Underdark, did not worry about those sort of things.
Is there any food in here?
We can get food.
Yeah, you don't look good. You should eat something.
Actually, he looks a bit pale just because how long he spends underground. But I mean, he actually is pretty jacked through his like really fitted clothing.
Yeah, but you look like shit, bro.
Well, I'll take that into account, sir. And I'll try to eat more. Try to eat more red meat.
That's
Then you grew your hair out.
a good idea.
Well, yes. Like I said, you don't tend to worry about that sort of thing down there.
Well, you should get a haircut as well. Make you feel better.
No. I think I like it long.
If you talk to Charisse,
Yes, I met my mother well, actually, no, that would be her aunt. Yeah, I met my aunt this morning. I like to use her library. I met her last night, but yeah, I like to use her library, so I'll be in here most of the time. Spent about 3 months in the Underdark this past bit, so enjoying the time away.
yes, we know you went to the Underdark. Did she mention to you how she thinks that I killed my parents?
That's a pretty big thing to drop on somebody.
Yeah, it's very. You don't think I killed my parents?
I don't know. I assume you didn't. Then why would you be here if you assumed you did?
In your travels in the Underdark, what exactly were you doing down there?
I'm defending a mining camp.
Was anything too out of the ordinary while you were down there?
You find a lot of strange things in the Underdark. You also have to keep a really, I guess, a very, trying to think of the word for it. Not tumultuous. A very shaky truce. Very shaky truce with the Drow elves down there.
Speaking of creatures, any tieflings down there?
Tieflings. Well,
Yes.
maybe worked with maybe one. Can't
Sure.
remember. You used to find a lot of stranger things than tieflings down there.
Oh, I know.
The last thing that we did before I got here, in fact, was a nest full of gricks. That was pretty foul.
Grix.
Yes, and you recall like Rick's kind of large snake-like entities with tentacles at the top and a beak.
Mm-hmm.
Not very pleasant. And a
at
nest,
all.
you're thinking nearly like about a dozen or so.
Well, I just wanted to. I mean, I haven't seen most of the family in some time now, so I just thought I'd catch up with you for a little bit. It looks like you're doing as well as you could be doing.
Oh, thank you.
While I'm here, can I do like a real quick, like kind of like talking to this dude, perusing around the books and see if anything catches my eye?
You're just like the books?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
What am I rolling?
I mean, if you're just doing a general if you're just doing a general scan, I'll say perception. If you're looking at a particular area and getting real delivery down to the nitty gritty, you go investigation.
Yeah, I'm just perusing through the books and seeing if there's any titles that innate like
Titles,
this.
investigation.
Okay. Uh, 17.
17. I'll say that because of your current circumstances, I'll say that there is a particular book called um uh the Paradox. It's basically a book about it's essentially a theoretical book about the Feywild and the Shadowfell.
I will grab that off of the shelf.
Yeah.
And found what I was looking
It's
for.
called like the Paradox of, it's like called something pretentious or something, the Paradox of Light and Dark.
Yes.
Theories on theories on the Feywild and the Shadowfell.
Yes.
This is an overly long title, scholarly title.
Yes. This is what I came in here for.
That's some pretty heavy reading.
Yes, well, it's just touching up on some things, cousin.
Kind of nods his head.
Okie dokie. I'll let you know when supper's ready.
Okay. I feel like sitting the button will tell me that.
Well, all right then. Goodbye.
Are you going to be coming back when Jonas and Adelaide arrive?
When are they supposed to get here?
Jonas and Adelaide should be within the week, so they just wonder if you're going to be here when they come back.
I mean, I've got a lot going on right now.
So, I mean, basically what he's saying, essentially what he's asking is if you plan on, how long you plan on staying.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're kind of just figuring out things right now, figuring out the next move, and then from there we'll be, from there, we'll play
We got a
it
lot
by
of
ear.
important things going on now.
I mean, we both do, don't we?
Well, no, I'm just reading. So,
You
sort of a
give 'em the underdog.
vacation for me right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're trying to figure out this whole tiefling business, so that's why I asked you if you had seen any tieflings, but you said everything in the Underdark is all crazy all the time, so we haven't seen any tieflings, or you don't remember, so. But anyway,
Well,
cousin.
all right. Roll an insight real quick.
With guidance?
Nah, this is just spur of the moment.
Oh shit, hella
Or
chunk.
just- Yeah, just roll it again.
What? It didn't roll.
Yeah,
Hold on,
give it a roll.
let me
Give it
take
a
off the. Let me take off the. Hold on, wait. Let me take off the snap. What was it, Chris? Snap grid. Yeah.
Grid is what
Okay.
really fucks with you.
I'm just gonna do that to all my dice. Drag.
What is it?
Turn
Toggle
off
off
grid.
grid.
Toggle off grid.
And you
Yeah,
do,
I do grid and snap, but it's mostly grid that fucks with you.
and you do that on your dice themselves.
Okay. Let me roll. Oh, that's a good chunky roll.
Yeah, it's pretty chunky.
Hey, look at that.
So, Luther's actually a pretty just hard person to read in general.
Mm-hmm.
He's very stoic. He's a slow talker.
Always been that
He
way.
doesn't get excited about things, not visibly excited about things. You even knew this when he was a kid. Even though Luther is older than you, he's only 37.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He acts like he's 50.
well, yeah, he says he's a very old soul. And what did you do there?
This was like this. This was your guys' doing last week.
Okay, well, let's put that right there.
Well,
Let's get you another 20.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but that being said, as you kind of walk away and are talking about this, you do see him almost as if he was reading. He's reading pretty avidly, but you just see some shifting of the eyes, like he hasn't been reading and he's been just kind of thinking about something for about a minute.
Lutheran.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know we haven't seen each other in a while, and I might be the last person that you need to talk to about anything, but is something on your mind? Something that maybe you can't tell the rest of the family?
Roll a persuasion.
Lutheran, tell me your secrets.
Aha. Got it, guys. Like a boss.
Persuasion is 11 plus 15 total.
I went back to my father's house when I arrived, and then came here shortly to just visit with Charisse.
I slowly turn around and start walking back towards him.
And there I met Jermaine, my brother, and then his wife, Kirsten. And we did the typical greetings. They were happy to see me. They cooked a nice meal. And I knew Jermaine was working with Anselm and Hanslem on some things. And I didn't think about it. It wasn't too odd until you were talking about these missing tieflings. And they weren't with her at the time. She seemed to be leaving the company, or possibly just at the... Either it was she was leaving the company, or she happened to just be there at the time, which is quite odd. But I did see a pink tiefling.
You saw one with Kirsten?
No, I saw one either coming to or leaving my brother's estate, which is essentially my father's estate. Our estate. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, Jermaine, my brother, was working with Hanslem and Anslem on a job. They came to when I left, they were arriving. And I happened to see a pink tiefling nearby.
So you saw a pink tiefling leaving Jermaine's house with Hansel and Hansel. But
She was on the road.
She was on the road.
It's assumptive. It's an assumption. It felt like she might have been leaving. They might have left her company. I don't know. Like I said, you'll have to ask them.
Where are they right now?
Hansum and Anslem apparently are working today on something.
Well, that's good.
They'll be back for tonight. They always will come back tonight and for dinner.
Well, instinct has gotten us this far, so if you felt like it was enough to tell me, I do thank you for that.
Yes.
I will keep this to myself, and I will ask Hanslem and Anslem without bringing up your name.
Well, very well.
Yeah, if you do not excuse me, I have a bit of light reading to do. I hold my book up and shake it.
The fucking Harry Potter book 5,000 page.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I prep a guidance for myself to go read this in my room.
All right. All right. And yeah, you start reading, and at that time, we can converge on the crew is bringing back Mako, who is passed out on Karen's shoulder. You guys are now currently, I guess you guys are walking through the city. I'm not sure what you're doing at the moment.
I mean,
The sprinting, more like it.
Okay.
we're getting his ass. I guess you can say home, quote unquote. But yeah,
To the safest place we know of at the moment.
where all of us are at. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
like get Mako there now.
So you're going to the Dyer family estate?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're fucking doing it.
All right, sure. Got it. I got it.
That's where we know where we know Arik is,
All right,
and
yeah, no problem.
assume Bastlot is.
All right then. Yes. Yeah. You bust up in there. The butler
Bed.
arrives, and he's like, "Oh, what the?
Get us a
This
bed
is
now.
This is all very out of the ordinary." But and he kind of like moves up to the guest rooms, leads you to one of the guest rooms.
All right, cool.
You all do see
Where's
Luther
Arik?
kind of like stand up at the is at the bottom of the stairs, just kind of looking at the mass procession of people. He did see you guys last night with the Bodak, so he's not like unsurprised that there's a bunch of random people in the house, but he's just kind of like.
As we're passing him, I looked at him.
Or
and I
Arik
asked,
does hear all the commotion from his room.
Okay, I was like, I want to look at him and ask, where is Arik?
I'm assuming you're reading this in one of the guest rooms, Arik, or you just in
Your
the.
mind, I cannot. This thing is very hard and complicated to read, and uses a lot of big. Annie.
Mako's home.
I toss it over my shoulder and I run.
Guys, did you know that oh my god.
It's Mako.
Is he frozen still? Is he all still like all like icicles?
I mean, he is dirty. He is filthy. He's filthy. He's a bit hot to the touch. He's a bit soaked.
I take him from. Can I take him from Karen's hands?
Yeah, kinda. He kind of falls into your hands more than like lifting.
Be laying him down into the onto
Yeah.
the bed.
He's dirty. He needs a bath. We give him a bath.
Let's just worry about that in a second.
I'll go draw the bath.
Okay. No, we fucking need Havlin. Just fucking OCD ass prestidigitate.
Is he still unresponsive? Like, is
For
he like-
real, dude. Like, there's so many instances where I can just be like, clean, clean, clean.
He's coming in and out. He kind of hears Orc and he's like,
Mako,
"Orc."
roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh, nope. Yeah, sure.
Can I do like a medicine check on him?
Sure.
11.
Yeah. You can respond to stimuli, but you're a bit tired.
all he says is the elections.
Medicine, that is 14.
14. It's a bit difficult to assess because it's like, well, he's got fucking ice all over him, but he's hot, so, but you do your best to sort of remedy what you can.
I whip out my staff and cast Healing Spirit.
There you go. Actually, that's very comforting. And the fact that it's a woodland creature helps out Mako greatly too.
Yeah, a little flying squirrel.
Little flying squirrel, little
Do
flying
I
sugar baby.
See that this like is really helping him.
Yeah, it's actually helping out a bit.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do cure wounds then.
That's a
Or healing word? No.
It's not. It's not too
wouldn't
necessary
worry
simply
about it.
because the staff is like pinging him for like it's quite a
Okay.
bit of health every 6 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, give me
I'm just
just
like,
a
oh,
second.
I want to help.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
but I can
take
do
out.
this again in the morning, and I know your spells take longer to recharge.
I'll do this, and I take out the
The
loops
puzzle
I have.
box.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and take out the arcane puzzle box and solve it.
It's like
I just start.
Mako, can
Yeah.
you help me with this?
Nah, I'm just gonna like serenade him as
All right.
best as I can.
I'm drawing the bath and getting all the bubbly goodness going.
Yes.
So over the first 18 seconds, you get 3, 6, 7, 8 health. Is it plus anything? Hold on. Plus yours.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume he's getting healed very effectively. He is responsive. It's more of a tired. It's more of a tired issue now, but that can be healed by a little bit.
Yes. Says thank you, Karen. I missed you guys.
No, we were going to try to find you, but we did not even know the first place to look.
The last thing I remember was the ziggurat.
Yes, you disappeared. You disappeared there.
How long have I been gone?
It has been a little over 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, about 2 weeks and some change maybe.
He's kind of like wide-eyed looking around. He tells you, I do remember a strange place. I
That's luck. Both
came
are you
to
here?
for what? I came to a strange place
Are you
for.
here?
Joe.
Yes.
I remember.
Are you in the dire state?
I believe so.
Well, then, do you hear me yelling your name?
Yes.
Baslots, come here!
I make my way. In a very odd manner.
You are a very odd man.
Indeed.
There's a very dark, strange world that I came to for a few days.
It's when you disappeared, this man showed up in your stead. And I point to Baslot as he weirdly comes in.
I come in right behind him too. That's Jones.
Hello.
Orc,
And Mako,
it's good to see you, friend.
it's good to see you too.
I look up at this new guy in the room and tell him, "Greetings, I'm Mako. Understand you've been traveling with my friends."
Yes. It is finally nice to meet you.
And you as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
I thought we were going to have to throw him back into the shadow place to bring you back.
The Shadow Place.
Yes, that is where he said.
You do
That's,
recall the
he
2
was
days
at.
that you spent in the Shadow Place.
Say again?
You do recall the 2 days that you spent inside?
I do.
Yes. You
Yeah.
do recall that 2 days of the Shadowfell where you
Right.
stayed at Baslot's little hideaway.
Right. I kind of tell them.
Taste.
Yeah. He basically informs you that he had to live off whatever kind of food you scavenged.
Oh.
And kind of hide in the area until he can't recall anything after that. He remembers following a will-o-wisp, a little light bulb that it was taking the only way out, a little light bulb that guided him to the only light in the Shadowfell that he could see, and from there he can't remember how he got into the state that he did.
Well, let's hope you don't have the hunger for the flesh that comes from the creature that's realm.
What?
I don't believe I did.
You didn't happen to bring any food from my camp, did you?
I did not. I remember.
Oh, how unfortunate. It's quite the succulent food.
I look at Mako and look sad. How you say his name?
Basilit.
Basilit. He looks at him kind of like, okay, this guy's strange, obviously. He tells him, if I ever go back, I'll be sure to bring you some.
And look, it's
You're
me.
not
I am
going
still here,
back.
Mako. It's Francois.
Hello, Francois. How are you?
I knew you would be happy to see me too.
I am Francois. I'm glad you're well.
I
You've been keeping my friend safe, yes?
have been. Yes, we've been fighting scary creatures.
Good man.
Whenever I talk one-on-one with anyone, I'm always talking telepathically.
Do I hear the bath that Orc ran for me?
Well, no,
The
it would
bath
be
is
it would be a little bit away down the hall, but yeah, the bath is ready.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them if you'll excuse me, I'd like to get cleaned up and maybe we can.
And this is not, and this is a real fancy bath. It's like a fucking in the ground, so you don't even have to walk up into it.
Mako kind of looks around so impressed of this shitty place he came from, like the
Oh,
last
yeah.
thing he remembers to being in this royalty. But he's gonna take off the upper robe, and he's gonna start making his way to the bathroom.
Yep.
I'll follow.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Orc. I think I have it from here.
Yes, my apologies. I'm just very excited to see you.
I put my hand on his shoulder and kind of smiled and go in the bathroom and close the door behind me.
Right. Oh, and I'll just grab my book that's on the ground, and I'll go back, finding my page.
Mako's gonna shower real fast, and I guess then we'll come out and meet with everybody.
While he showers, I look at Auric and I ask him if he found out any info.
A little, but we'll have to wait for the twins to arrive before I can know anything for sure.
Right.
The butler kind of enters from the doorway. Do you need anything at the moment?
What's
Any of you
Maybe some food.
uninvited people?
Hey,
Well, you know what? I was, but then you had an attitude. I don't feel like it anymore.
Makes my job easier.
I bet. Yeah.
Also, on a side note, is who needs a little bit of healing?
I need a wee little bit.
Should I account for 6 more people
You
tonight
get
for
6
dinner?
HP.
yes, make 6 more people for dinner. Make the meal bigger.
I have to let the kitchens know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Meal.
Chocolate milk.
Yes.
Chocolate milk,
Chocolate milk.
please.
Do you want me to put chocolate in milk?
Yes, please.
It's
Mush
going
it
to
up.
taste rather bitter.
I know. I like the bitterness. Oh, also coffee. Do we have any coffee?
Do you all want coffee?
I'll take some coffee, actually. Yeah, sounds good.
Yes, it's gonna be a late night.
And some food as well for our friend who just arrived.
I mean,
Yeah.
the help is making food. You don't have to tell them that to make food twice. That'll be it.
Oh, okay.
Do you have anything that's okay. Never mind.
He
Oh,
seemed rather bored, so I just wanted to make sure he was occupied.
yes. Could you go outside and get some acorns for Karen, please?
It's no, it don't
Roly polies, perhaps.
it's fine. I do enjoy normal food as well.
I'm arriving with coffee, hot cocoa, whatever. Chocolate milk, correct?
Please,
Yes.
thank you.
Chocolate, one chocolate milk, and coffee.
And some food,
Some food.
like
Yeah, if you have any
bread
like
or something.
cold cuts, bread, just things to snack on
Snack packs.
until dinner.
Very well. Would you like this
Jell-O.
here or in the drawing room?
Here's
Here,
fine.
please.
Here's fine.
Here.
Very well. He leaves.
He's a delightful one, isn't he?
I like him a lot, actually.
Debbie Downer.
So you
don't
guys
like
just waiting here until dinner with your
Yeah, from
coffees and
Akira.
your.
From
Snacks?
Akira to get out of the shower. I want to check out his bod.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
We're
Well,
like
it-
making
it-
sure
you know,
he's okay.
how long do you take in the bath? I'm assuming you take a while.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
He's kind of coming back to reality.
Well,
Yep.
if he's gonna take a bit
Hold
in
on.
the bath, what I'm gonna do in the meantime is just relay to Oric and everybody else what I found out.
All right, check it.
Pretty much. I spoke with
French pressed coffee.
Cornelius and
Guys.
Seppi. Cornelius spoke of running
French
into a
press
pink-skinned tiefling that was asking her to go on a pilgrimage
You're welcome.
with this guy named Æthr to
That's all I'm saying about it.
Dulkerdeer.
Grind your own beans. French press coffee.
Yes, and I spoke with Seppi, and Seppi said that a tiefling named Volked, which is the guy that we found out earlier, I was not aware he was a tiefling, but apparently he is a tiefling, came up to his residence and tried to recruit him.
Good looking
He
out.
said that there was a job deep in the Underdark, below the mines of Dulkerdeer. And he also spoke of eating tiefling blood. So that's what I found out.
Oh.
In a nutshell. Yeah.
Yes. Well, as it just would happen too. The twins have met a pink, or the twins might know of a pink tiefling, and this might be the same one. So.
I
Do
mean,
it.
it's seeing as there aren't a whole lot of us around this empire in the first place, it most likely is. So Volked and Æthr both came up with the tieflings I spoke to. So at least that points us in a direction. Once Mako gets out and kind of collects himself, we'll fill him in on everything that's going on as well.
I'll say that Mako is out. The coffee's been provided. The snacks are available.
Yay! Slumber party.
Before we continue through the night, I want to excuse myself from the group and go and try to hunt down whatever branch, like whatever business, whatever branch of the government would be handling titles and whatnot, and try to figure out how to purchase Seppi's little shack so he can be the official owner of it.
You want to see who owns that plot of land and who
Yes.
is okay.
Look at you.
Roll a just intelligence.
Seppi has been blessed today.
Intelligence, that is definitely my good stat.
Nice.
A 9.
Okay. Well, you don't do that now, do you? Or do you?
I was gonna do that. Now ish.
Okay.
Like if it's not too late.
Okay. I will say that you have to go to. That would probably be somewhere of the vicinity of the mansion house. So probably around the litigation area. There's got to be some type of offices for that.
Yeah, title company.
Yeah. I will say it takes you a bit of like bureaucratic like workarounds and whatnot. They tell you to go here and then you go here. Not. Roll me just a persuasion as you're trying to be friendly and like go about this. Like you've never dealt with a bureaucracy before.
Oh
You've never
no, I
dealt
haven't.
You've never dealt with. I mean, you've dealt with a hierarchy of like your at least in the clan, but like this kind of craziness.
Oh,
This is gonna be good.
Thank God. Persuasion, 16.
Yeah, 16.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a -1, buddies.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, to be fair, okay. So to be fair,
Like I'm trying.
So-
to be fair,
so
To be fair,
there's a particular girl who takes kind of like pity on you because you seem like just an out of towner.
like I'm about to like start going into a rage and smashing
So
shit.
she starts like helping you around and getting you to where you actually need to go. You know, it's like, oh no, this is not this is requisitions for this. You need to go to the land offices and and all this and whatnot. And
Thank
that's
you.
yeah.
You are so sweet.
Yeah, and so she brings you to where you need to go. And in general, I'll say that the farms here are particularly owned by they're leased out from noblemen.
Okay.
Like so whoever like who typically the farmers who like own these pieces of land or like work on these pieces of land, they don't, they get paid for production on the land.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have to pay rents on the land to the nobleman. So this particular plot of land is being worked by X individual, and that X individual is leasing out the land from the nobleman.
Okay.
So if you really wanted to get the land for Seppi, you'd have to like buy a particular plot of land from the nobleman himself.
Okay, I will go and try to inquire how much that would cost.
Okay, and then in return, that nobleman has been granted that land from like, what do you call it, inheritance? Passed down, and also at the behest of the actual like, ruler in Grenendale.
Mm-hmm.
Which you don't know off the top of your head. I guess if you wanted to really care to ask about it in the offices and whatnot, you could. They're like, who rules this place?
No, not really. I just just starting to get more and more frustrated. I'm trying to be a good person here. I need. How can I help give this man a better home to live in without doing just? I don't need to know the ruler, do I? Hey, let me just buy this fucking land.
Yeah. You'd have to talk to the actual owner. The land is a family of the name of Spark. The last name is Spark. The current person you'd have to talk is Æthr Spark.
Æthr Spark. Okay,
Yeah.
I try to track down Æthr Spark.
Okay, I'll say it's pretty late now, and you might need to make it to dinner at the moment.
Okay.
you've been running around like the bureaucracy at the lands office. It's not been a fun night for you.
Got him.
Spark.
No, this. Can I find another Bodak to fight? Jesus Christ. I mean, Paylor's light.
That's right.
we did not have to worry about these things. Like, I'm just mumbling to myself as I walk back to the Dyer estate. We did not have to worry about these things in the tribe. It's just you have your tent, you live there, you take care of it, you help provide food for the clan. It's fine. God, these people have no idea how to live right.
So you guys are just still you guys are pretty much at the estate, just waiting for dinner to start.
Just kind of talking with Mako and catching up on things, and
Mhm.
that's just about it.
Um,
Yeah.
Yes.
When I get back, like, I find the closest couch and just faceplant into it.
Rough day, Karen?
It's people suck.
That is a common thread amongst societies. There's no getting around the scum of the earth.
And there's no bigger scum than the fucking bureaucrats.
You hear a knock on the
indeed.
door of the guest room. Y'all just look at the knock, or do anybody like answer?
I get up, go
What?
towards the door.
Okay, yeah. Luther is standing outside, and he's like, if y'all coming to dinner, it's going to be starting soon. We're all in the we're all in the drawing room, meeting before dinner. If you wish to conversate. Also, there are some some nice tales if you wish to get dressed for dinner. If not, that's not a problem.
Get dressed for
I
dinner.
look at him very confused.
A dinner coat.
Oh, of course, yes, dinner.
Like they had Dread's like fucking Oregon was like, oh shit, yeah, that kind of stuff.
Lead the way, good man.
So no dress. No, that's fine. All right. Follow along.
I mean, if you want, sure.
There are clothes available. They've been laid out for you, or he's like have them being brought up by footmen.
Yeah. Grab the.
Do
grab
they
the coat,
look the same,
fancy.
or do they look different?
Oh well, no, these are very nice.
Yeah, but do all of them look the same, or
No,
are
they're
they...
in different. They're in different fashions. I mean, typically men's like formal wear doesn't like variate too much, especially since these are just like extra clothes that they have at hand. So some of it might be a little bit not fit a little bit too much. Some of it maybe just seem just like standard. This is like what you need to get into the restaurant type stuff.
I'll take the smallest one.
Okay. But yeah, whoever wishes to wear a nice set of tails can do so.
Yes.
I tried to put mine on over the Greywind cloak.
Actually, they have nothing for your size, Karen.
It's no.
Karen, I do not believe that's how that is intended to
And I
function.
just force myself into a coat.
Oh god.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely rips down the middle. I mean, there's no way. I mean, if you really want to roll it like a shimmy check.
That looks.
No, I'm not doing this gently.
That looks really.
Oh yeah, it rips right down the middle. Now you have like a coat on the right and the left side.
There we go.
That looks phenomenal.
Do I look
Chef's
all
kiss.
fancy?
Chef's kiss.
Looking
thank
good,
you.
man. Looking good.
I too go ahead and slide into a set that seems.
Yeah, yours
suitable.
easily enough. Everyone pretty much could do so. Everyone's pretty generally is average size. Amadeus maybe a bit. Amadeus and Mako maybe being a bit more lithe, but not too
Not Cairn fucking beast of a man.
So you do see the group of people that are currently waiting for dinner is Sharice Dyer.
Okay.
Sharice is talking to Luther at the moment. well, yeah. She basically Luther goes to Sharith. They're talking. Luther and Sharith are now talking. She kind of regards you all, nods.
That I nod back to her.
There are two new people that you haven't seen, which is Jermaine and Kirsten, and this is Luther's brother and sister-in-law. You were told, and I'm pretty sure it would have been kicked around the office, that Jermaine is working with Hansam and Ansem on a project or on a mission at the moment. If you want some. Now, he's currently not in his gear at the moment. If he were to be in his gear, it would be what I would be posting now. But he's actually does look somewhat regal at the moment. It is not what I'm posting now. If he were to be suited up for combat, that's Jermaine. Same thing for his wife, Kirsten. No. And of course Hansam and Ansem already in the tavern or in the library. Charisse and Luther. Yeah. And so that's you basically see that, that group of four like talking about some things and whatnot. And you do hear as soon as you all enter the room, like Jermaine makes no like there's almost instantaneously as you file on in, and he's just like, "Ha! Well, look at this group of people. Look at this. What do all you do? You big man. Look at that coat. Ripped in twain. No. What's your story?
Regal, don't I?
You see Kirsten like kind of like rolling her eyes and like shaking her head. Ansel and Ansem just kind of smile. But yeah, Jermaine is like, you look regal as fuck.
Oh, thank you. I'm not used to this kind of clothing. It was hard to put on.
Of course it is. Look like a buffoon. And you see that he is dressed nice, and this is probably as nice as he will like ever dress. But it's not too out of the ordinary. It's not too like regal. It looks very casual. What he's wearing as casual as he can be. But he kind of like, it's like, so what's your story? What are you about? You're not a Goliath, but you got features. Am I prying too hard? People tell me I pry too.
Well, it's you're not prying too hard. I just don't have I don't really have any good answers for you. I am not. It is something that was passed down to me. That's all I know.
What was passed down?
How I look.
Oh, what is it you do? This is a group. I heard you guys fought a Botak. What do you do? Are you a spell slinger? Do you hit people with you don't have weapons on you now, do you? So yes, what do you do?
I would have the staff on me still.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you are a spell slinger. I see it right there. What is that?
It's this is just the staff of that I got from my father, or from my adopted father. I can cast a few things out of it. It is nothing too crazy. I don't know, and I wink at him, and then I wink at him, and then I turn into a bear.
Oh, the devil! Everybody's kind of shocked for like a few seconds. Like he's like, God. Oh, he's a berserker. He's one of them up from the north. Look at that thing.
And I put my big bear paw up for like a high five.
And he was like, can I do this? Can I touch his paw? He's not going to ravage me, is he?
I just nod.
Oh, he fucking understands me. Nut paw. He puts a hand to his paw.
And I give him a solid fucking high five.
Oh, well, okay, wait a minute.
And then I'll drop my shape and turn back into myself.
Well, none of you look as cool. And he walks back. He walks away. He goes back.
I like this guy.
He goes back to
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Right. I just keep eating my food. I don't even look at any of it. I'm just focusing on my food.
Kirsten just kind of shouts back, like, "Don't listen to him," and he's like still smiling and chuckling.
Way ahead of you.
Charisse, kind of like, not trying to sound like, because they are talking, like Hansam and Ansem are talking still with like Kirsten and Jermaine, but Charisse not talking out loud over anybody, just kind of just talking at Auric. You can overhear if you want to, but she's just like, it's like, how long does this whole group plan on staying at the estate?
I mean, I was thinking like a couple of days at least.
2 more days?
I don't know. Is that a problem for you? The place is big enough that we could keep.
Well, we have 2 guest rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll camp in. We'll bunk in. 2 rooms is plenty.
We do entertain others, and we have jobs to do.
What others? There's no one here. Everyone hates us.
What? No, the Dyer family is very popular and extremely loved, even amongst the common people, and we do to keep that.
Are you telling us to leave early? Is that what you're asking
No.
us?
I am pleased to to dine with you and get to the bottom of the problem that has been, but this is not an inn.
Obviously. Well, then
So-
once we figure out how to get to the bottom of everything, we'll be out of your hair. The quicker you help us, the quicker we help you.
I've done what I can. I've sent information out to the sundown crews. It takes a long time to receive and send and receive information. I've also informed you of the other tieflings in the area, which we do not kidnap.
Well, I just need to talk to Hansel and Ansel, so
What do they have to do with this?
I just have to talk to them. You know, I'm like kind of like their uncle a little bit, so it's like haven't seen them in a while. Talk to them, make sure they're doing good, minding their P's
You're
and Q's.
basically a stranger to them, as I am
well,
to you.
You said too many hurtful words for one conversation, so I just will continue to eat my food again. And
You are more like your father than you know. And she goes off.
I look over at Auric and I kind of snicker.
I just shake my head like, no. A sticker.
Mako, are you all right?
Are we still at the dinner table?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, you are currently at basically a room before you enter the dining room. They are currently setting up the dinner for you.
Oh, okay.
Right now they're just kind of sipping on brandy and
That's what I'm
and
drinking.
yeah, the general, like, getting together before going
Yeah.
into the dining room.
I will
Got
get shitty.
He responds, yes, I believe I'm okay now.
Good.
And I guess they fill him in on everything that they've been up to at this point.
I believe we already have, haven't we? Haven't we?
Yeah, probably would have done that
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
after you got out of the bathtub.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you keeping the beard?
Yes, he's keeping the beard for now.
He's keeping the beard.
He kind
Mako,
of he kind of grooms it up a
I
little
like
bit.
it. I like it, Mako.
Thank you, Karen. I'm not quite sure how long I've been gone to grow this out, but
Have you ever been able to grow a beard before?
I don't believe so. Is it a full beard, Johnny?
It's a pretty nice, like,
Pretty full.
it's not like Duck Dynasty or Castaway.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like it's a good, like, been like
Okay.
yeah.
So
It's filled in. About an
has
inch
he
thick.
like physically aged also too?
Can't tell.
Because right now I'm picturing this little avatar kid with a beard, and it's weird.
Well, I mean, Mako isn't a kid.
He's
Okay.
like early 20s, late teens, early
Okay.
20s.
Okay. All right. That's a little better. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the next? I guess did you already tell him what the next move? I'm sorry.
Marco's already thinking, trying to figure out the next
We're
movie. That's
waiting on this dinner thing, and so
Dinner.
far it's really awkward.
he kind of perks up like food. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I
don't-
haven't eaten in a long time.
I don't see what's
The
so awkward about it as I do my third cup of brandy.
the
Where's-
dinner bell rings. And the dining room is fitted out for the required number of people. They kind of sit you out, sort of sparse, like the it's not like all of you clumped together in one area. They've kind of like, you know, they do this for a reason, to fit guests in between people of the house.
Mm.
So there's, you know, mixed conversations, you know.
Forced conversations.
Yeah, first conversation, exactly. This is the one course of like several courses that they have over dinner, and so footmen are just bringing stuff by at the moment, and they're can take whatever is
definitely be-
available to.
Definitely
real
be
quick,
sitting next to Jermaine,
Okay. Sure.
if I could.
Yeah. Jermaine probably would be totally cool with that, and we will get to the dinner with the Dyer family. Dinner with the Dyer family after a quick break.
Yes, I was just
Dinner
about to
with
ask.
the
Have to
Dyer
pee really bad.
family. All right, guys, give us a quick couple minutes. 7-minute break.
We're gonna do a little break.
Give me like 10.
10-minute break.
10 would be nice. So
Oh,
let's get back here at 8:05.
boom. Let's do it.
8:05. All right, guys, we're gonna
There
take
you go,
a
Austin.
quick
There's a picture.
10-minute break. We will be right back as soon as we get a quick drink and go by real quick.
So I've had my
you
speakers
guys for
off
being
the
here.
entire time.
Is that a good picture, Austin?
And enjoy the new break. Enjoy the new break. The break animation. Yeah, there you go. New break animation. everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the only copyright-free music in my library. Yes, it did say bask to the action.
It didn't even say to the action. It just said bask to the.
Well, okay, it's supposed to say action, but it's sized weird. I don't know why.
You fail.
Yep. I told you, it's all new. It's all new, guys.
Is it the image upload, or did you just do a text upload?
So it is a text file that's constantly changing. And
Oh, so like you have it sized to a specific width, but then once it changes.
Yep.
Yep. I got you. Yeah.
So instead of staying locked
Yeah.
and adjusting the text size to fit, it just oversized the.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ain't nothing we can't
Who's
fix.
Mako? He's the best. We want more Mako. Whatever. Mako's gone again. No.
Ah. I'm learning things.
Are we missing anybody?
Going down the line here. Austin.
Come here.
You're here. Chase.
Here.
Joe has muted himself.
Is a bitch.
Kevin.
I'm here.
And then Sean just talked.
Yep.
Joe. Joe.
What's good?
Okay. We're all
There
back.
he is.
I'm just messing with shit.
Or bask to the action.
This guy.
Guy got jokes.
This guy over here.
You know, I'll say that their eldest is there too. So I'll say that. Who's this? Laura? Yeah, Laura. Laura's coming of age. She would be with you guys. There we go.
Nice.
All right. So the way this is set up here is the way that the dinner is set up, and I'll explain the abbreviations. Boom. There's the table. Yeah. Anywho. So right now, if you want to follow this, really rough, just visual aid. You have Charisse, Amadeus, Anselm, Francois, Hanslem, Auric, Lore, which you're just seeing right now. She was already seated at the table. And I'll explain Lore here in a minute, just in terms of visuals. After Lore, you have Baslet, Germain, who is the person who was now in the library. Very, very Tormund Giantsbane looking motherfucker. Cairn, his wife Kirsten, Will, Luther, and then Mako in the background. If you need another refresher, let me know. Lore, the one you haven't really met yet, is Germain and Kirsten's oldest daughter. She's kind of just kind of keeping it to herself. She looks like she was already kind of seated before they even like walked into the room, not really caring about what was going on in the drawing. Looks to be just shy in general. I like how your picture of Basil doesn't actually show anything like detail. It's just a man in a cloak.
Yeah.
Cloaked man. Yeah, and the food, yeah, again, like I said, is being served at you, and you can strike up conversations with anybody if you wish to know more stuff. I mean, aside from general conversations, like Kirsten, for instance, is like talking to Will. And she's like, I heard you fought a Bodak.
We did. It was quite the battle.
I fought a few large undead creatures in my time.
Do tell.
Oh well, there was a bit of a brief instance where some necromancer out in the enclave was dealing with ogres, and had to clear out a few of those in his abode. It's about 4 or 5 of them.
That sounds quite foreboding.
Yes, and like these conversations are just going around like the dinner table. Like Luther looks at you, Mako. He's like, I feel like I've seen these robes before.
These are Æthr robes.
Ah, yes.
Do you know who they belong to?
Actually, well, no. Now that you mention it, I've read a book about your people.
I see.
I'll have to go find it again if you're interested, but yes, I heard
Yeah.
you're some type of martial arts order of people.
That's correct. I'd be very much obliged if you would show me your literature.
Huh. And he's kind of like reading off just, a little bit, and he's it's like, will you I heard some interesting tales over from Æthr right now. Seems to be kind of last time I heard of it, there was a bit of some rigmarole going down.
Yes, we are under invasion, or soon to be.
You see actually like a physical, like, like shock kind of look from Luther, which is more than you've ever seen actually, like anybody's actually Luther like show kind of an expression. It's like, that's a shame.
Is this all your familiarity with Æthr?
Yes, I didn't think about it until I had to put the two and two together.
Can I insight, see if he's lying at all?
Lying about like
Like
what?
knowing more about Æthr
Sure.
or like
Yeah.
Æthr people or monks and stuff?
Yeah, go for it.
More than what he's read anyway. 11 plus 16. Actually,
I mean,
17.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's holding anything back, like
Okay.
in particular. He
Okay.
might know more if you pry on like what he's read, but yeah.
Okay,
he's
but not
holding back anything intentionally.
Not personally.
No.
Okay.
Yep, and then Charisse is like talking to Amadeus. Is like, I'm assuming you've looked into those 2 tieflings that I mentioned.
Yes, I looked into them both.
And
I got answers.
okay.
I appreciate your help with that.
And they didn't feel threatened by any type of dark forces, as you said.
No, they were weirded out by someone approaching them, which is part of the info that I got. But as I come to find out, it they really helped. I didn't bring any ill feelings around. I certainly hope not. We were rather polite about all of it.
Very good. And
Mm,
these conversations, you actually see like everybody actually answers. Hansen and Anselm and Francois are just like kind of hold back laughs it's kind of giggling to each other. It's like, oh no, stop it, no, don't say that. No, that's crazy. No, that can't be right. That can't be true. And then Jermaine, who's already like kind of talked to you a bit, Karen, kind of looks over at the one to his right, and he's like, oh, what's your story about? Kind of look over to Baslip. Do you just cast fireballs at your deal?
He's got everything on mute and on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's not listening at all.
A strange one.
Literally.
Are you mute, boy?
Literally.
Oh, is he
He
mute?
is weird.
Okay.
No, he
Weird
is
one.
not. I think he is probably just
On mute.
stuck in his own mind, or something.
You got one of those with you.
Oh yes, he from what I have seen, when he fights, he just kind of looks at things and thrusts with his mind,
When he
and it
says
hurts
that,
their brain.
I almost spit up. I'm like,
Oh, very well. And then yeah.
Yes, yeah, he is a bit of a strange one.
There he goes.
Baslot, are you back with us?
Indeed.
Where'd you come from?
I'm gonna talk to him through his mind.
All right. What do you say?
I came of darkness.
Fun parlor trick.
Indeed.
He's talking like a demon in my head. Okay, now you're cool. Not like cool looking, but do it again. Say
I
something.
didn't expect that at all.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Say something cool.
Actually, do it to my wife. Do it to my wife.
Was your wife?
Huh?
Hello?
It's like, oh my goodness. You see? Yes. Cool trick. And then there's Laura, who is sitting next to Orc. Laura's just like, how are you related to us?
Who?
Laura is Jermaine and Kirsten's daughter. She's very young. She looks to be like she's just sort of like getting into these like dinners and parties and stuff like that, not being left at home.
Oh.
And like,
really-
she appears to be very like teenage angsty looking. She's got like hair on the right side of her eye, covering her face.
Oh, one of those.
Her knees are up into her chest, like feet on the chair, feet in the chair.
What did she ask me?
It's like, how are you related to us? I heard that you're a relation.
Oh, yes. We are estranged. Sorry I missed all your birthdays.
I didn't know that you were missing them.
Nah, it's cool. Like, I didn't even care that I was missing,
I heard that your family died.
Yep. When we died.
They were like really slaughtered.
Uh-huh. That's what happened.
That must be horrific for them.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you keep fucking bringing it up. Has anyone told you is this what you do? Do you ask people very difficult questions?
Are you
Why-
uncomfortable?
Are you uncomfortable? Why are your ears up on your face?
Because it's
And your hair's
comfortable.
do you cut your hair like that to be edgy?
I like the way it looks.
Okay, well now you see how it feels to be put on the spot too.
Your mom and dad are dead.
I know. Your words can't hurt me. Sorry, I'm not one of these teenage girls like yourself that gets fixated on insults and can't move on past it. I'm a fully grown adult and I can do adult things.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool that my parents are dead.
I think it's cool how they died.
Kind of give a little shrug and I go, I guess it is kind of cool.
She kind of nods. It's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
I guess it is kind of cool.
Reminds me of Deadpool. Yeah, no shit.
So the kind of general conversations are going around at the moment.
Pretty much.
If anybody has anything specific to like talk over, like like you can talk across and whatnot.
I'd ask Luther and Jermaine if they have any experience. I just ask them both. Do you have any experience fighting demons or things summoned from hell or whatever?
Well, I mean, there was that Ezo thing back in the day.
Ezo.
Yeah, I mean, that big fucking horn devil thing. That was
What'd you do?
trying to start a ruckus here in Grenadale and like undermine some monarchy here.
What'd you
Right.
do to him?
Oh, I had to get a bunch of people together. There wasn't just a single endeavor. I mean, I did a lot of the work. Kirsten like elbows him. It's like I did a bit of the work.
I feel like there's more to the story than what you're telling.
I mean, that kind of creature you're looking at, a lot of people getting together and having to, and he had a bunch of followers too, a bunch of weird cult people that we had to fight as well. People who were just sort of looked like ordinary people who just like sort of flash mobbed out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
What'd you do to him?
Well, I mean, I do what I do. And that's like a little guiding bolt here, a little like haha mace here.
Wow. Did you kill him?
No, we captured him. Killing him would send him back to the Nine Hells, as far as we were concerned.
Oh.
We wanted to capture him, and we sent him to the breach, where people could people had the ability to keep him under lock and key.
He's at the breach.
With my food in my mouth, I'm like, oh, we gotta see him actually.
What?
We. We have to see Ezo.
You have to do what?
We have to see Ezo.
Why do you need to see that creature?
I need to see Ezo.
Well, of course you need to see that creature. Why does someone like you need?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You have some relation?
Why?
Whoa.
Because I have horns?
I mean, shoe fits.
Oh, so that's where this is going then.
Okay.
You see Anselm just go, oh, hi now there, Jermaine. Let's calm down a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm calm. I'm just calm. I'm just wondering.
Well,
I'm
maybe
just
there's a
checking.
lot more to you than you are letting on, Mr. Jermaine.
Do we have food right now?
There is food. They're actually
Mako-
coming to serve like the second course.
Mako is leaning forward, eating food, wide-eyed, like looking back and forth right now.
Yeah, why don't we all just calm down a little, Jermaine?
You see, you hear Lore like a whisper orc. It's like they should fight each other.
No, they should not do that. My
It would
friend
be
would
super cool. Jermaine would totally fuck him up.
You think so?
My dad would tear him apart.
How much you got, honey?
Jermaine, I'm
I
sure
only
by
get a
now
week
you've.
on my allowance.
Oh my god.
I catch
How much-
wind of this, and I'm like, do I hear gambling over there?
Yeah, we're
Well,
figuring it out right
actually,
now.
it's across the table. You wouldn't hear Lore whispering to orc, especially over the shouting between.
So what do we say? What do we say? 10 gold.
Oh my goodness! I've been trying to save up. But yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, but this conversation's going on as Jermaine is like, yeah, she's like, I have nothing to prove. I'm just checking to see what you need to talk to a demon for. The thing's been under lock and key for years.
It is a personal task from my college. I
Oh,
do not
I know.
know exactly
kind
why
of-
either.
What kind of crackpot college are you talking about?
I do not ask the questions. I simply abide by what they ask me.
Pfft.
But you are a rather racist one, aren't you?
What?
Yeah.
Why? Because of how I look, of course I want to associate with these people because of how I look.
It just makes sense though.
I mean,
Hey,
I'm sure
Teresa's
by
just kind
at
of like
this
shaking
point-
her head as she's like sipping on like whatever she has to drink. She's just like, oh my god, Jermaine.
Well, I'm sure by this point, Jermaine, that you've probably heard why I'm here in the first place.
Well, Teresa's kept me on the comings and doings and whatnot. Yeah, she's looking for missing typhons.
Right. You know, there's foul play at work
Sure,
here
sure,
with
sure.
my people, and then you pop off with some racist comment. I mean, that doesn't look good on you at all.
I mean, tieflings might go missing. You never know. They might just, somebody might just not like how they look, and then, there they go.
Like you?
No, of course not. Why would I? Why would I do anything?
I don't know. You had a real foul comment
Can I-
earlier.
I
Can
mean, you look automatically suspicious. And
Can
Kirsten's
I
like, oh my
insight-
God, Jermaine. He does. He looks suspicious. Look at him.
Hey,
Laura, so
can
how
I
much
insight
money?
him?
Yeah,
Can
what
I-
are you inciting him for?
Like Amadeus' interrogation that he might have something he's hiding and shit. And he's like, of course not, and all that.
So you want to insight to see if he's hiding something regarding
Regarding Amadeus, like the tieflings and Amadeus.
missing
like-
tieflings. Okay.
Speaking of that, can I do the same while this is happening to Hansel and Ansel?
Yeah, sure.
I just want
I
to like
gotta-
kind of get.
What are you trying to find out? What are you trying to
just-
glean? Their reaction to the conversation?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, sure.
Can I do some with
gotta-
insight with the guidance?
Wait, yeah, sorry. Yeah, sure, because you've sitting there watching.
Can,
was it?
can I
One second.
grab a
What,
piece of? Okay.
what did you chase? What did you get?
15.
15.
Wait. Yeah. How does because my proficiency went up and my insight on my sheet says 5.
Just use
wisdom
math. Just use math. So 3
Wisdom
plus your
plus-
wisdom.
Oh,
So
okay.
6.
Yeah,
6 plus
yeah.
whatever you rolled.
Oh, I'm sorry, 12.
12. Okay. 12. Okay.
I just want to notice like any kind of like shaking in his voice or any kind of like anything that might hint at like he may know something, not necessarily what he knows, but he may know something more.
I would say that he
Oh my god, I rolled a 20.
I mean, yeah, he definitely knows more than he's saying here at the table. That being said,
About the tiefling type.
yeah, sure. He definitely knows more. Yeah, you can definitely tell like he's not even making a effort to, to contradict that. And yes, Hansel Hansel,
What am I looking? What am I using for my modifier?
insight.
Insight. Okay, then it is. Oh shit, a lot. 18 plus 7. 25.
20. Okay, yeah. I mean, looking at Hansel while this is going down, you do notice like Ansem after he told Jermaine, it's like to be quiet. Ansem like looks over at Hans and basically just kind of like doing this whole like, what's he doing?
How does
Hans just like trying to calm Hans down. He's just like, oh, go, fine.
Okay, and I'll go back.
You've been told specifically that Hans and Oz have been working with Jermaine on a project.
Right.
So they
Right,
they look like whatever. Yeah, well, they look like whatever Jermaine is saying. They want him to shut up about it.
Oh, Jermaine.
And then
Jermaine.
who? Chris, you had something?
I just wanted to grab a little piece of the food that we've been eating and take it and like reach it back down to Barkley. To see
Barkley
if he eats.
Actually, you know what? He can come into contact with things, but he doesn't taste.
Yeah, like I'll just like casually just like reach back and see if he eats it, and if he doesn't, then I'll just like pop it in my mouth.
He's just throwing this.
Now, it can actually be chewed up, but like, yeah, nothing's happening to it.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
For what?
Nothing. I just wanted everybody to know that the first dice I've rolled in the last 2 weeks was for a natural 20.
Gotcha.
I look back at Laura. Was it
Lore.
Lore.
Lore. Yep.
I say I'll give you 2-to-1 odds right now. 5 to 10 on gold. That Amadeus can whoop his ass.
Wait a minute, 2-to-1. Like if I bet all my allowance, then I get
5
20
gold.
gold. 5 gold. And I get 10 back.
Yes.
I mean, if it happens, sure, yeah.
I stand up and I go, "You two should fight."
I'm not gonna fight over the dinner table.
Not over the dinner table. After dinner squabbles. Just
I
like
want to hurt the lad.
Like we used to do.
What? We never did that.
Amadeus is quite strong and fit.
We spar. We don't fight.
Well,
I
mean
do not
it.
wish to partake in these childish squabbles.
There you go. Yes.
Amadeus,
Hey, yes, gang up on my kin, devil kind.
Wow.
Amadeus, maybe
Jermaine,
you
as I
should
sit
fight him.
here, as I sit here at this table, and as one of y'all's guests and eat here, I can already feel your blade at my throat. So with that
Oh.
being said, I will take my leave.
You don't have to feel my blade in my throat; it'd already be there.
Oh yeah. Why don't you try it then? And I draw my sword.
Oh,
Teresa's like, "Is this actually happening? Everybody, calm down."
I grab a bottle. I grab a glass from the table. Ha! And I throw it against the wall.
Caught
You
me
get
off guard.
Teresa's like, "You get one more night here. You get one more night here."
Okay, that's fair.
So
Jermaine,
Laura's like, "Fuck yeah." You crush the wine bottle. Luther, who now is just kind of like grabbing a book that he smuggled in here, and just like starting to read it.
if I find out that you have anything involved with the disappearance of my people, Jermaine, then you and I will draw swords before this is over.
Okay, then Kirsten like kind of like gets takes his like Kirsten kind of like goes. It's like, Jermaine, calm down. I do not believe my son, or my husband had anything to do with the disappearances of your kind. He can be an ass. I'm sorry for that. I thought I was being boisterous.
I tell her, I kind of interject and I say I apologize, but he may not have anything to do, but does he know of who has anything to do? And I kind of like lock eyes. Does he know of who has anything to do with the disappearance of the tieflings?
Yes, Jermaine.
And I lock eyes with, throws another glass. Fuck it.
Oh, well, okay. That's part of a set. That one's part of a set. So.
Well, we know that you guys don't have any type.
You think this is a joke?
No, I'm very serious. You could be doing the thing.
Why would I take my own people?
What do y'all know about? What do y'all know
Pretty
about
slick.
the? What do y'all know about the pink tiefling?
What?
The pink tiefling. That's what we're looking for. And I point at Jermaine. I point at Hansel, and I point at Hansel.
What do you need of a pink tiefling?
We're looking for
Hans kind of like, why are you looking for?
to get answers.
Ansem kind of like leans over from Francois. He's just like, what kind of answers?
Answers
What would
that could
you-
possibly risk your family, if I'm being completely honest.
Psh,
I already know things, so now it's just a matter of if you guys are going to lie to my face or if you're going to actually tell me the truth.
Yes,
That's what
I'm doing,
waiting for.
and I'm doing my best to clear your name with Amadeus. So if you'd kindly just assist us in all of these, who is this pink tiefling? I agree, Ghost Dog.
Roughly, be quiet.
Laura, who's been like kind of like just like, her name is Karen.
Karen. Huh?
Wait, how do you know her name? Just like, I'm a fucking sorcerer. It's like, what their language? Go to language, Langley. You leave. You leave the table. It's just like, whatever. I don't care about this time.
Bro,
Did you
this
not
kid
fucking see her moving around? Did you not see her moving around, Hans and Arms? It's just like, how are we supposed to keep control of her? It's like, yeah, man, she can go invisible. Why do I have to spawn sorcerer blood? I'm just too potent.
Oh, well, the cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah, who's Karen?
Karen is also trouble.
Yes, I know. She is trying to recruit other tieflings for y'all's following,
Nope,
for y'all's
that-
pilgrimage.
that's not what's happening. Nope.
Mhm.
Can I insight? Is that what happening?
go ahead.
I would also like to insight.
All right.
Or-
Hold up. Yeah, I'll let Karen do so. He's right next to Jermaine. Yeah, sure. The two of you can do so.
Pandora doesn't go back in the box.
I don't know
without-
shit.
I really don't know shit. Well, my family has no reason to really lie to me.
Yeah.
Nah,
Jermaine's just like, that's not what's happening. Okay. So,
Nope.
Karen does work for us. Yes. Well, we kind of, I don't know. She's indentured. No, she's in our care. It works either way. So, Karen is a fugitive. She's a murderer.
A murderer.
Yeah, yep. We employed her, or she is in our oversight for the time being on good behavior. And we are using her as bait. We're using her as bait.
For what exactly?
We're
Because so
trying
far it
to.
looks like you're using her as bait to draw out other tieflings, is what it looks like so far.
Yes. We're trying to find
Find a what?
I assume another tiefling by the name of Urziah.
Æthr?
Yes.
Are you sure not Volkid?
Oh no, we have Volkid as well.
Wait, Æthr is a tiefling too.
Yes.
What do you need with Urziah?
Urziah is the one that you should be shouting at, and not me.
I'll sit down to that.
Well, then tell me what you know.
Okay, and then just like it's like Hans, who's right next to you, is just like we've heard of some plots a while back about some type of demon summoning in the Durkaldia.
A demon summoning.
Yes. We've gotten mild reports from other sundown crews about tieflings coming in big succession to the Durkaldia, and very large numbers, more so than been reported in a long time.
Do they know why?
That's what we were trying to find out.
I've never heard of my kind
No.
doing things like
No.
that. We don't.
They generally keep to themselves because they're sadly a little bit ostracized because certain people have preconceived notions of tieflings, don't they, Jermaine? It's just like, I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway.
Excuse me, I have to go. And I get up out of the seat.
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
just turned to him and Jermaine, I thought it's better of you.
No, you never. Whatever. Look at them. Look, I mean, they have, flashy eyes and horns, and you never know what they might do. Anyway, and On's like, yes. Anyway, we have Volkhead came to Grenendale a little while back, and he was trying to recruit in the square when we found him. And he said that Ozai would be coming here soon. And
Here?
yes.
How soon?
Well, Ozai was going to come and pick up the any tieflings that apparently Volkid is very open with his practices until we found he felt like we were catching on to him, and then he kind of bottled up. But after that, we kind of kept him under lock and key until we've been using Karen as a means of feeling out Moss. We've used, and we heard Volkid talk to a one Koopa, Seppi Koopa. He didn't seem to be inclined to the
Yes, I
the
also
travel
spoke,
to the Darkhold.
I spoke with them as well.
Yes.
Which is how I came
So,
to
yes.
find out what I find out now.
And
So-
we weren't too certain of your allegiance as to the situation. We didn't know if you were a part of Ozai's crew.
No, you see, my loved one is gone.
Ah. Well,
And
you assume taken.
Yes.
Okay. Good a reason enough as any. Hans is kind of nodding. He's like, all right.
So with this demon summoning, is it just a demon, or is it a specific
we can
one?
only say what Volkid told us, and you can maybe question Volkid if you like, since he has sort of a racial bias, he'd be probably more inclined to talk to you. Maybe if we set him free, or you set him free. Yes, he's like, he's like, well, now we're just talking business over the dinner table. Anyway, I'm thinking if you set him free, and he believes that you were sent by Æthr. But yes, you could talk to him. We only got information from him until again he closed up about it.
Are y'all doing anything to try and stop this?
We're
Or
hoping
are
to
you
capture
just letting it
Æthr.
happen? Well, that's my hopes as well too at this point.
Yes.
And you said Æthr is to visit here soon.
He's to visit here soon. I'm told to pick up more tieflings, but if he doesn't assume there are more tieflings to pick up, he might pass this on by.
Where would he go?
Might go straight to the Darkhold, or the Darkhold here, as it's actually called. Commoners call it Darkhold. He probably has enough tieflings if what you say is true, and probably has more than enough than he needs. He's just trying to pick up more on the way south. Something that Volked was very adamant and very what do you call it? Excited to talk about the mass gathering of tieflings to the Darkhold to be with their own kind, to ascend to another level, to inherit what was always supposed to be theirs. Until again, he just shut off when he felt like he was getting a bit too suspicious of us.
So I'm talking to Kirsten right now?
You're actually talking to Anselm, right next to you.
Okay.
Anselm, one of the twins.
Anselm, thank you very much for your info. That answers damn near every question I have.
Yeah, we were being a bit too suspicious about you, but we needed to make sure that we didn't invite the enemy into our job and operations.
Absolutely not.
Amadeus is a stand-up dude.
Also, and then Hanslam behind Fran. It's like, also, it's probably good to come clean now because we have 2 tieflings chained up in Jermaine's house, so that would look pretty suspicious.
Which two tieflings?
Volked and Karen.
And
Karen, who is
okay.
Karen, who is a murderer, and she is under their oversight right now and being used as bait. And Volked, who they captured, who came to Grenadale to recruit.
They're at Jermaine's house.
They're at Jermaine's estate.
Interesting.
It's where Jermaine. Yes, it's where they've all been conducting their operations and trying to lure out Æthr.
Well, it seems like my suspicions of this family were wrong.
Well, to some extent.
To a degree. It seems like everybody here at this table is somewhat under the same understanding that this needs to come to an end. Am I wrong?
Everybody's kind of nodding. It's like Luther, who's kind of like picks up an eye from a book. He's just kind of the Underdark was a far more easier place to navigate than up here.
Luther, again, I know the Underdark, but jeez, give it a rest.
Well, then, harsh words and everything aside, I wish to seek help with y'all and to aid y'all in any way that I possibly can in trying to figure out and end what is going on with my people.
Well, I think my brief portion of inspiration and insight with I think we could maybe use you to get Volked to reveal a bit more information that he'd be willing to.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Hey, Arcados, thanks for the follow, man.
You do have to be careful with him, though. He's a bit crazy. So, but I don't think he'll harm you, seeing as you're another type. All you have to do is you'll probably have to go alone. You'll have to be followed at a distance to be kept safe. But if he sees more people than you, he'll think it's suspicious. You'll free
I'll go with you.
him. You'll free him, and act like you are going with him to meet with Ozai. We'll have to set
Amadeus,
this up though.
Definitely.
I can
I'm interested.
I can turn into a horse or something and travel with you, so you are not completely alone.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I think as far as the details of this, it could probably be discussed at a later time, not here at the dinner table. As far as coming up with a specific plan.
The dinner always evolves into stories about work anyway.
All right, well,
Uh,
so be
the
it.
the nobleman's children, the one who summoned the Bodak.
Oh yeah, those fucks.
Yes, where are they?
Well, they're probably coming back home now.
Coming home now.
I assume so. I mean, the thing's cleared out, so they're probably going back to clean up everything. And
He's going
Charissa,
summon more things.
Charissa, who's back, he's like, "As I'm already working on a formal indictment of the Headley family,
Um,
and I have enough now with the neighbors and some other people who have some pull in the city to finally charge them with something."
I cannot speak for the rest of the group, but I would like to help be there when they are apprehended.
Very well.
And I will eat some pie. I am happy about that. Pie. Oh, Karen. Who did she kill? Exactly. The murder, Karen. The pink tiefling, the one that y'all have tied up.
She's a serial killer.
A serial killer.
Yeah. She's killed 5 men.
5 men.
Yep.
Is she
Did she say why?
Gets her rocks off.
Well, I understand that.
We had to keep a real close eye on her when she went on that date with Moss.
She went on a date with Moss.
Yes. Yeah, he explained it all.
Yeah. Tony, when I left, was there any? I don't know how far it was to actually go. Was there any books in the library regarding rituals? Tiefling blood?
Like demon summoning and shit like that? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Maybe my book.
There's maybe some demonology. So if you want something in particular of that nature, yeah, because they would have to know some basic, demon names.
Yeah, I would have been
All
looking
right.
for any
This
reason,
redeem is brought to
any
you by
type of reason or
Mycos.
like demonology.
If you're
rituals behind-
asking, Luther knows the library very
All
well.
right.
I gotta talk to Lutheran.
We get cold tonight, boys.
Lutheran.
It's just Luther.
Luther. Of course it is. Luther.
Thanks for the points.
Do y'all have any books about
Myco.
rituals that might be why they're gathering up tieflings and infernal blood?
Well,
see my eyebrows above these glasses.
Don't know about that one just
Ridiculous.
in particular, but if you're just interested in demons and demonology, I know a few books for you. Devils.
Anything to learn infernal?
I would be interested in that.
Learn infernal. It's a bit more specialized case there.
Well, if you wish to learn Infernal, I might be able to assist in teaching you.
Ah, you see, he knows devil kind speech.
I know speech. It
And
is
I,
The only one.
part of my
Jermaine.
I
blood.
will just start talking to him in primordial.
What is that?
Just fucking rocks. It sounds just like rocks
mean-
grinding against each other.
You
It also-
know human
Is
speech,
he about to
don't you?
explode? Is there a timer on this thing?
No, he means for you to stop saying jackass words.
Yeah, I'll tell him in Elven. I mean, we speak Elven. Does that mean that we're prissy elves?
You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna. I think I know Elven. Hold on.
Shit, since you guys are all speaking in different languages, I say in Celestial, "What's up, dog?"
You hear both Hansum and Hansum. It's just like not much, brother.
Hell yeah!
Okay, what's going on?
Yeah. What just happened at this
Oh.
table? Everybody's talking a different language now.
All right, I start
Jermaine.
speaking in Dwarvish.
Are you Elven?
Jermaine?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I thought you said
No.
you don't
Nobody
know.
at this table. Everybody at this table is human.
Well, not Will.
Well, yeah, everybody at the Dyer family is human.
Right.
There's only 2 non-humans.
No. Karen, Amadeus, Will,
Okay, I wasn't sure what Will is.
The
half elf.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He's one of those half-bloods. Space.
One of those.
This
Well, I was
guy.
rather disappointed. I assumed there was going to be some kind of sparring tonight after dinner, and now it looks like all the sparring has ceased to happen. I'm sorry about the glass we broke.
I have tiefling friends. Okay.
Oh,
No, jeez.
Jermaine, just stop while you're ahead, buddy. It's all right.
you ever make it with the tiefling?
Your wife is lovely. Ulrich,
Before you met your wife. It's fine. It's.
are we really getting on this conversation right now?
I mean, what do
No,
they
we're
look
not.
like?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I mean, if they're red outside, is it pink on the inside?
Ulrich,
Whoa.
Oh.
Now who's pushing the boundaries, right?
Well, the
I
kid's
will-
already gone.
clean my plate and my face, and I'm going to take my leave of this table.
See, you made him leave before I did.
That was easy.
What the-
Charisse is like finishing probably like her 7th cup, and she's like, "That's why I can't take anybody anyway. That's why we have so few guests could come to dine with us, because we're all very interesting until they start talking to us." Hansa was like, "Cheer up, mother."
No draconian. Interesting.
It wasn't only a few days ago that she thought that I was dead.
Yes.
This was still somehow better than going and talking to people all day about trying to buy land.
Are you trying to buy land?
Oh yes, so it's trying to get something buy little farm plots from the Spark family.
It's a very specific family.
It's a very specific plot of land.
Do you need that plot of land or any plot of land?
I guess any would do. I'm trying to help out a person down on his luck.
You do know that Auric has a birthright.
I did not know that did not know that was a thing.
Auric has land and a mansion, an estate in Mosley
Ooh.
that was deferred over to me by the Countess's order and the magistrate. I currently own it, but maybe someone can step up and fulfill his family duties and earn his way back into the fold.
Well, I mean, I suppose with the manor and all, we would be able to get out of your hair, and someone probably does need to open the windows and clear the dust out. And
Oh,
mow
it's
the
a
lawn.
training facility for the Sundown crew right now.
You turned it into a training facility for your fruity little. Why
The crew is
don't?
very efficient.
What do I need to do to get the property back in my name?
Just give a shit, Oric. Just give a shit.
I gave a shit. I'm here. I'm
Okay.
trying.
Yes.
I've got a lot going on, you know.
That's
Okay.
harsh.
Not
That's-
enough to figure out who killed your parents, though, while you were away.
Well, I don't have any leads, and I asked you for a lead, and you told me that I was the person that you thought could possibly kill my parents. Dude, does it seem like I killed my parents now?
I don't think so.
Okay, then there you go. We're all here. All of us are here. You might as well. Do you think a person here might have killed my parents? Anybody at
She
this
kind of
table?
like looks. He kind of looks over and was like, "No."
Well then, who is your possible lead then as to the murder of my parents? And I will seek them out.
She probably downs her 8th cup, and
I'll drink one too.
she in fact everybody is kind of quiet about this subject. The whole table gets kind of quiet about this subject, and she kind of looks over to Jermaine's like, "Can Laura cast that spell yet?" It's like, "No, but we got the item." Like, well, it's very well. We'll do what we can. And she puts Jermaine like goes off, and she's like, "We can't talk about this just yet. Just one moment." And Jermaine comes back with some type of idol, some type of statue, with a woman covering her eyes, and he puts it in the middle of the table. He's like, "You sure everybody in here is cool?" Sharice kind of like pauses for a moment. It's like, "I think so."
Oh, one second. I'll go run upstairs real quickly. I'll grab the music box and the lock box and all that. I'll bring it down.
Okay.
I see him running briskly back and forth, and so I'm intrigued, and I come back into the room.
Okay.
But I say, "Fuck you, Jermaine."
I was about to say something before you, but I knew everybody would get pissy. Whatever. It's fine with me. Hate me all you like. And but he's like setting up the statues. Like, I'm just doing things. I'm just like,
And can I pat him on his back and say, "I like you"?
see, the weird one likes me. And and then after he puts the idol down, he's like, "Well, she can cast the other spell, correct?" He's like, "Yes, she can." And the Lord comes in, it's like, "You want me to cast the stupid silent spell? There it is. It's silence. There you go. Nobody can hear you outside." Thank you, Lord. Pats her on the head.
That's a cool kid.
I like her. And he sits back down, and Kirsten grabs the idol and starts to activate certain things. She starts to read out loud a language. And I guess she does speak in Celestial. It is basically a warding off certain scrying effects. Anybody who can speak Celestial?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is basically casting an anti-scrying spell, non-detection. And Teresa's like, "So are we dark?" And then she's like, "As dark as we can be." It's like, okay. Well, I've looked into, as I've said, I've looked into all the things that possibly could have killed your parents. I listed them down. I've checked them off. There's very few options. They did have enemies, most of them beasts, aberrations, monstrosities, things that don't typically look for revenge, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
There are monsters that do, though. Some are very intelligent, like demons, like devils. Very difficult for those things to get through the breach, though. There are rifts. Small rifts. Ezo being one of those larger demons that have some effect. But somebody who would, and like I said, we've looked into Ezo being the culprit, and that couldn't have been, he was locked up at the time. So it leads me to believe in sort of far-fetched conspiracy theories. I prefer to remain silent on the subject and neutral in that regard. Do you know about the origins of the world. Everyone here have a brief
know a bit.
understanding.
Yes.
The Dragon Mother.
The dragons ruled for a time. Us mortals made a pact with the gods and invited them into the world to defeat the dragons who ruled us. That pact came with certain costs, though. And it's said that the people who rule the empire are not the real people who rule.
Are you referring to a cabal?
There is a shadow government that prefers to keep things quiet for reasons unknown. You see a lot of kook scholars, young, wild-eyed, college kids in their college ages who sort of believe in this sort of thing. They don't know the details. They just like to think that what's going on. I think your mom and dad found something out they shouldn't have. And I think that this shadow government that rules the empire might have eliminated them.
What do you...
Exactly, what do you do against that? How do you fight that? Where do you look into such a thing? You don't. You keep your head down and keep quiet about it.
A while back in our travels, a noble woman named Lady Ayano sought me out.
Yeah, Yana, the one that you came across,
Yes.
right? Wait. Which one's this?
Lady Ayano
Yeah,
was with the one with the mute.
Yeah, Yana's with the mute. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is she's yeah. She kind of like shakes her head. It's like I didn't know this.
Well, okay. I guess since we're all just kind of putting it out on the table, I'll flop out. I'll get the lockbox and I'll undo all the chains that are around it, and then I'll undo the cloth that's around the music box, and I'll dump the music box on the table, and I'll. Do y'all know what this is? And I'll open it slowly.
It's like a music box.
Okay. And I'll close it back up, and I'll wrap it back up. I'll put it in my music. I'll close everything back.
I need to check some.
I whisper Ark. Are we going to disclose who I am? Hello? Is this thing on? Am I muted? Did I mute myself? I did. Oh my god. I whisper to I whisper over to Arik. Are we going to reveal who I am?
You're across the table from me.
Right, but I'm gonna
everybody's
message
pretty
you
quiet.
Whisper.
so nobody hears what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you just
He's
cast
using
message to him?
magic. Art.
I'm using magic. Yeah.
Oh,
come
are
on.
you doing it in my head?
Yeah.
He's doing it in your head.
No, well, I mean, into your ear.
Sorry, he's doing it in your ear.
Yeah, in your ear.
Like real hard in your ear.
I just
The inner
say,
ear.
I just say up to you. At this point, and they gave a little shrug.
Do you know why? Do you recall the first thing that I did when I well, okay, so everybody is looking at. I mean, everybody just kind of like looks at it, but they're just like, well, it looks like a music box.
Yes.
We don't really know anything else.
Well, I met a man who told me that it was possibly dangerous as I closed it all back up.
Well, then probably should get rid of it then.
Well, I was hoping maybe you guys would be able to know more about it. Do y'all know of a man named Hightower?
No, but yes, he's dealt in public works here a few times.
Yes. He's a good guy.
He seemed to know what he was doing. Yes, very
As,
charitable.
do you know where he might be in these
No.
days?
No.
Nope.
I'm sure he has an estate in Godbourne. Or, I don't know. But do you recall what I did when I first met you, Orc?
When I was a baby.
No, when you came up on my doorstep and I realized you've been alive all this time and thought you were dead.
I believe you threw water on my face.
I did.
Yes.
You know what that water was?
Holy water.
Yes, it was.
It tasted like holy water.
And you didn't react to it, which was the first step
Was I
to
supposed
determine
to?
that you didn't kill your family.
Oh, well,
Or
obviously.
influenced by the ones that did.
No. Oh, yeah.
These conspiracy theories about the shadow government, this cabal, always end up at one of several prevailing theories, and that is Nerul gave them an option, a sort of second pact that the other gods were unaware of, to Salvador Brightwater, who is the first Brightwater, before the Empire, before the before the Embers were a thing. The name of the Empire was actually Brightwater, and their rule gifted them the ability of everlasting life
The
for a
rule.
price. Yes, it is believed that the founding nobles of this empire have and will have always been watching over the land. There are never new power shifts that they don't know about. There are never anything done in the empire that hasn't been given a yes or a no. Anything that they have not signed off on, they were defeated in the dark, in the shadows. It is common believed that the empire is run by a shadow government of vampires called the Night Court.
Oh, fuck.
And we'll end that there for tonight.
Looks like I'm about to have.
Night Cord or
Yeah,
the
the
Night
Night Court.
Court?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we'll end that there, and we'll pick up at the end of the dinner next week and start planning on how you guys want to go about dealing with your little tiefling issue.
Yeah, there's quite a lot.
Yeah, and I'll poke out about 250 XP each for dealing with bureaucracy, helping out a homeless tiefling, learning about this conspiracy.
What about having
yeah.
to deal with racism?
Sure, 250 XP each.
What's
What
your
about
total?
finding? What about finding Mako? Do we get extra for finding Mako?
250 XP each.
250 more? Wow, that's like a.
How much do we have total?
1080 10
1085.
10,850 fee.
10,850.
850. It's yeah.
like
No, I definitely want to talk to Auric about maybe hiring Seppi to man the house
As a groundskeeper.
in Mosley. Yeah, it's like a groundskeeper or whatever. Give him a good place to live.
Oh man.
Get him out of this fucking town where he's got people all over his back.
I would have to meet him, of course.
Oh yes, of course.
Man, Jermaine got these typelings chained up. I'm about to go interrogate like a motherfucker, bro. I'm about to be like, where in the world's Carmen Sandiego up in this bitch?
Yes, I am quite curious about talking to these tieflings as well.
Yeah, this episode here, it was just like, here's an answer. And I was just like, yes, all the info I needed.
Yes. Yeah, for me it was
Loved
like
it.
vampires.
Vampires?
You still gotta talk to Iza.
Yeah, and
One of the few
Izo.
mysteries.
Yeah, I gotta talk to
Oh,
Izo still.
yes.
I had a-
Amadeus, if you need to have some help interrogating these people, oh, you know what I can do.
Absolutely. Oh man, it's getting good. It's getting good.
Let the rage let the rage come out.
I had
Well-
a cantrip card and I guess it like flipped off the table and now I don't know where it's
Heard.
For everyone that tuned into the stream, real quick, appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We'll do the same time next week, and I hope to have a music stream up pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Y'all have a good night. End stream done.
Done.
All right, I am.
Now
I've
they can
saved
talk
the
about
game.
dicks and balls and vaginas.
I have to.
All right, everybody. That is going to end it for our stream tonight as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna get the bots situated for next week. Maybe we can have a little bit of fun messing around with the bot. Until then, tomorrow night we are going to continue our music production stream. So please be there. We enjoy getting to have you guys out and chat while we're making music. It is a lot of fun. Also, now that we're back up and running again, gonna try to get some Rust content going, get some Among Us going again, maybe even throw some Phasmophobia in there this week. Oh, that is gonna be tough. I have tomorrow night and part of Wednesday night, and then Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, we are going to be gone for Thanksgiving. So we will be MIA over the weekend, but we will be back on Sunday night and hopefully get something put together for you guys if I can get anybody to play some video games with me. So hang in there. Yeah, I got to get some Phasmophobia going again. I've been jonesing for it. That is such a fun game. The guys are so goofy. We recently got Anakatos to play with us, and he's fresh, and so it is hilarious having him in there. As a matter of fact, I think he's in the stream right now. Buddy, if you're in here, we got to play. It is too much fun having him on. So maybe we can get some of that rocking and rolling. But until then, guys, check out the Discord. We got some new great content dropping in there. I'm about to get all the new logos posted in there, so you guys can check those out. Do a little bit of commenting on them, see what you guys think. Yeah, great things coming. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for being here as always. It is always awesome to be able to do this for all of you guys, and it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I don't know if you can tell, but this smile is real. So anyway, I'll stop being goofy. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for being out here. Y'all have a good one. Bye now. Okay, I just changed to OBS Studio. I have no idea how to turn off the stream now. There's not a giant red button that says stop stream. Okay, I see it. All right. I'm going to turn it off this time. Bye, guys.